There we go. Here we go. Got you. Got you. Let's go. Okay. Right. I think I'm just gonna pull it up on my phone because like everything's messed up right now on my end. Well, not everything, but it's not the way I would like it to normally be. Absolutely. Absolutely. You think audio's good, right? It's
Even though, of course, I'm not hosting, honestly, seriously, sometimes I still worry about the about the chat attack as well too. That's a big thing too. Alright. Yeah, let me know what. Sorry, I think Mama's actually saying that they can't. She can't hear everyone too. Just wondering.
can't hear us or me specifically
So
or
you can't hear
both of us.
us?
Okay.
Who can't hear who?
I hear everybody.
Okay. Yeah, I just double checked my desktop, and desktop's going through on OBS perfectly fine.
She said. I mean, Mama's house actually does say that she can't hear anyone.
Okay.
Never mind.
Let me switch this real quick because that's gonna annoy me. Cap, I see Cap, you in here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Edit.
If you want to, you can also turn on. You sure chat as well too, or is that or yeah? So we can bring the guy form into the chat as well too here. So
I was
Okay.
trying to figure that out myself.
I think that's I think
The
that's
only
most.
so the only thing I see is your chat right now, my guy.
Chat should be shared. Actually, oh, I didn't have it sharing. Now it should be shared. Share
There you
chat is enabled. There we go.
go. There you go. It's starting now. Oh, let's rock and roll. All right, guy phone. All right, so everyone's chat's all in one. We're ready to rock. So all right, so
Dashboard. Okay. It is now. Now we're good. Okay,
whenever you
cool.
gentlemen want to start, and we'll get started here, folks.
So what were you making? I know you were making some uh, uh, uh
Welcome to the party, pal.
hot pies. It looked like.
Yes. So
Yeah.
we were making laksa pot pies.
Lots.
So laksa
Okay.
pot pies with a tomato and cucumber salad. So it's part of my what's it called? It's part of my one raw, one cooked, one fresh challenge. So this week we're on a challenge. So we're taking one cooked chicken, one
Oh,
raw chicken, and we're gonna be cooking with it. We're cooking with everything from that chicken over the course of 3 streams.
oh,
That's
nice,
cool.
I know. So
nice.
part of usually in the September, usually I do something called Age
Hey
of the
guys,
Budget. So that's why. So this is week 3. Next week we're next week we're calling it cheat day. So again, I'm not totally sure how that's going to work, but we'll the guy phone will have to tune in for that one as well too. So
Now I think I'm completely set up the way I want.
I'm no cheat day.
Okay, nice. Well, that's pretty interesting. That's actually pretty cool. Um,
Exactly.
Welcome to the
so
party, pal.
first off, we got to do our little intro that we know we do every podcast. We talk about our week a little bit. So Smokey, what's been up with
Yeah.
you, man? It's been 2 weeks for us. We haven't done this in 2 weeks now.
Oh, yeah,
Are we
a
are we
lot's happened
rusty?
actually. So I put my 2 weeks in at my job. My last day is Thursday. I started a new job on the 23rd. And I currently had to call out today because I randomly did some shit to my knee and I can barely walk on it. So
Oh, damn.
I'm having a great, yeah, it's been yeah, I literally woke up this morning, my leg was locked up. I could barely walk my dog. We've been in bed all most of the day. But otherwise, I'm good. I'm so glad to be out of my work environment.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
know
good thing,
that's
but I
been
mean,
Yeah.
a stressful fucking issue with you. I know with me as
It feels like
well,
I
but
had like a 50. It feels like I had an unannounced 50 top cancel on me. At the last
right.
second.
Yes.
That's the kind of weight that left my shoulders.
Right,
And
right.
so yeah, I'm finishing out my 2 weeks over there. But I
Gotcha.
that 50 top actually pretty pay.
oh no, it was a joke. It was a joke.
I know. That's the good stuff. Hey, free, that's even better.
That's even better. Thanks. Nice, Luke. Thank you for the resub. 8 months.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, lots happened for me.
that's awesome though. I mean, it's a good thing that you finally are moving on. Excuse me.
I'm actually going to just be. I'm going to just be a line cook, bro. I'm just gonna go in and do 8 to 3s and 11 to 7s and cook on the line and go home. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Dude, I mean, hey,
Yeah, but
I mean, good for you, right? What are it's for you, right? Folks, and you're from college.
It's my stepping stone job is what I'm calling it. Because it's something I can just go do, be a line cook, and then I can actually find something I want to do,
right.
like in the kitchen. Because all the restaurants that I want to go to right now aren't hiring, so there's no point of me staying somewhere where I'm miserable and then just continuing to be mentally miserable. I might as well just go somewhere and be a normal ass line cook and just do my job, do my role, and find something that I actually like is meant for me.
There we go. I
Hey,
need to switch sides there.
the only. Sorry, Megan, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just trying to get more comfortable.
It's like I mean, it's like you it's like the. I mean, hey, I mean, I've never done anything besides like line cooking and maybe say prep cooking. I mean, I've been a sous chef for like maybe say like on a temporary basis. So honestly, hey, I love what I do. So I mean, hey, whatever I do, as long as I'm cooking, I'm happy. So hey.
At least I'm cooking, exactly.
Right. So so I did catch that because that was one of the questions I wanted to talk to you about. Was like, um, so you have professionally cooked, obviously, right, John?
Yes. So
Yeah.
it's a funny story, by the way. I mean, I'm gonna say it's a funny story. Quite a lot of it, but I don't know. But we'll let the guy in the check in. So again, for those of you who don't know, I mean, I was on MasterChef previously. So I was on MasterChef Canada back in the first season. So
Nice.
before that, I was kind of just home. So I did cook. So when I got out of MasterChef, so after I was eliminated, after the second episode, which is apparently according I was told by Pat Casino earlier that apparently they're showing season one again in preparation for the new season. So again, that's the new season, which is coming on October 2nd. I actually went. The first kitchen I ever worked in was a kind of like a takeout place. So they did a lot of home cooked meals made by chefs. So like chef made home cooked meals, and that's where I kind of cut my teeth. And since then, of course, I've worked at. Again, I didn't. I stopped working. I left the restaurant scene probably back in 2020 after I got let go from my last job. It was pretty miserable, but for about 7.5 years, I was working in a lot of different kitchens. So from little food booths all across a food booth at the farmers market to one of the finest restaurants in Calgary called River Cafe. So, and then everything else between. A lot of like some fast casual, from higher end casual, and a few a little bit fine dining. But yeah, so but I
Nice.
have been in the industry, but it's taught me quite a lot as to stuff. But I mean, if anyone has any questions, I mean, hey, I'm happy to
Mm.
answer any questions. Many as much as I can do. So
And I love that because
yeah.
you seem very informational. Like the way you approach your stream and how you do your cooking style, like it's like you're teaching us what you're doing as you're doing it and not afraid to talk about it. I know a lot of other people that do the cooking streams. It's like they're so fluid in doing it, but they're having a hard time able to communicate it.
Yeah, it's and no shade to anyone. It's not easy as well too, right? I mean, Megan, you do food and drink streams with me as well too, right? So, Smokey, you probably do food and drink streams as well too.
I actually
think a
don't.
lot of food and drink streamers will agree with this one too, because knowing first, knowing your processes, knowing your dish, knowing your and doing the dish, being confident and being able to, and also doing the same thing, it's a lot of balls to juggle. And Terrence, if you're watching, or don't laugh. But anyway, there's a lot of balls to juggle, and a lot of people it takes a long time to learn how to juggle. Again, I might have a little bit of a little bit of a inside track, I guess. I did do broadcasting for 2 years, so I did work in radio. I did a broadcasting diploma at Mount Royal University here in Calgary, so I did that for 2 years back in my early 30s. So maybe that helped me a little, but
Right. That probably helped a lot.
sometimes. Anyway, so hey, sometimes you just gotta take what advantage you ever get. That's what I do, right? You just
Hey,
gotta take it.
absolutely,
Welcome to the
absolutely.
party, pal.
Um,
Welcome to the party,
Blazing,
pal.
welcome in. Inez, welcome in, guys. So glad to see all you guys coming in here. Um, so yeah, um, I've noticed you do a lot of, from what I've seen personally. Granted, I'm not there all the time like I would like to support wise, um, but a lot of Asian, obviously. um, would you say Asian is your go to, or your that's where you're most comfortable? Like, what other styles
Two,
do you like to do?
Welcome to the party, pal.
I want to say again, I think I've been comfortable into it. I do a lot of cooking. One of my favorite restaurants I ever worked at was a restaurant here in Calgary called Barcelona Tavern. And Barcelona Tavern, I mean, kind of you put one and one together, you kind of know what we make, what they
Right.
serve. It was tapas, and so I think things like the veal bomba, I actually still remember how to make that. Stuff with a little bit of fior di latte, I still know how to make that. Here's the thing though, I can still make it as that, but at the same time, I like to kind of challenge myself to kind of put it into an Asian kind of like put some few Asian ingredients into there to kind of give that Asian spin. I mean, hey, and honestly, this thing is well too, right? My goal, as always, my kind of personal hashtag is Asian in your mouth, right? So Asian in your mouth. I kind of want to. It's the thing is that I think I want to add. So yes, great. I mean, a little bit of that tomato sauce, great. I mean, marinara, fantastic. But what if? And I say what if? Again, I'm not going like it's nothing revolutionary, but maybe say if I added some XO sauce to it, so right? Cantonese XO sauce, which is like a lot of like dried seafood and some chilies and garlic, a lot of aromatics. Add a little bit of that marinara. What's that going to taste like? And if it tastes good, put it on, apply it to that Italian, or the Spanish, or the French, or everything as well too. It's like, holy smokes! I'm sorry, that scared the living daylights out of me as well too. So anyway, sorry, but yeah, but that's a different thing as well too. But well, Scream Rage Shade was the music is over as well too. But literally, it's actually great.
I was wondering. I can barely hear my own music playing in the background here.
You can barely hear it. Okay, that's good. So if you're just wondering what I'm actually doing, it's just Leroy and Cat writing as well too. So anyway, so
Nice. Um. So what got
I'm
you
also so excited,
started?
and so I hope that kind of answered your question. So hopefully I answered your question here.
Yeah. What got you started with cooking, and then we'll get to what got you started with streaming next.
Wow. I think I would say I think it's this lovely lady here. So folks, I'm gonna keep bringing it a little closer to y'all. By the way, actually no. Actually, I'm gonna use a little bit. I'm gonna kind of sorry, folks. I'm just a little bit here. So it's gonna change my camera here, folks. So this picture right here, this lovely lady right here. This is my grandma. So this is a funny story about. So the thing about me is I do live with my parents right now, but when I was growing up, actually wasn't living with my parents for when I was very young, but for the time I was 2 to 6, I was actually living with my grandma. So because the elementary school, the school I was going, the kindergarten I was going to was on the Kowloon side, and my parents actually walked on the island. So they actually lived separately from me for the first 4 or 5 years of, but 4 out of the first 6 years of my life, I was living with my grandma. And one of my first favorite memories of my grandma got me cooking, of course, but so it kind of gets to the point. But this lovely lady here, I remember one of my first favorite memories of me living in this little cramped apartment in Kowloon, kind of halfway up into the hills of Kowloon, and a place called Tokyo, by the way, so Cantonese. It's just north of Wong Tai Sin, by the way, if you don't know. I remember she was making this little the kitchen was no bigger than maybe say a shoe closet or maybe say a little spice pantry. Uh, and honestly, she had everything in there: knives, seasoning, a little gas stove. I would just remember she would make absolutely everything, like scrambled eggs. She would make steamed eggs. She'd stir fry, and she'd like make fried, like deep fry. She would even make deep fried shisamo, which is like little fishies. So deep fried fishies. She did so many things out of this little tiny kitchen with one stove. And seriously, when I was growing up, I was always like, "Wow, Grandma, you can do so much." And honestly, she said, "Boys don't cook. Boys don't cook. So keep at your studies." But deep in my heart, I always wanted to be a cook as well too. So in a way, my grandma was the first person who actually kind of got me into cooking. But she's no longer with us. One of my greatest regrets is I had never been able to cook something wonderful for her. But anyway, that's kind of how I started. So I was when I was 4 years old. But when I first moved to North America, I started. I think the first thing I ever made was lasagna. Was I was 12 years old. So
Okay.
I made a heaven mess. My mother was not impressed, but it was hella delicious though. I mean, I have zero regrets.
There you go. Nice, nice. Well, I mean, I too come from a similar background where my grandmother was my main inspiration in starting to
Same.
cook and whatnot. So, my parents didn't really cook much, especially my dad, because my dad was home more than my mom, and he's the kind of guy that would burn water. Like, you're talking like some of the most messed up cooking I've ever seen in my life. So I had to like learn myself how to cook, and then I learned from my grandma. So I can 100% relate.
Yeah, I was gonna say my grandmother had me doing pierogies and galumkis at like 4 or 5 years old, and my dad worked third shift, and I learned how to use the stove and the oven, and she taught me how to cook. And then when my dad was home, he kind of taught me some stuff. But by the time I was like 8, 9 years old, I was already cooking myself for the most part.
Nothing wrong with it.
Right.
Those are actually ironic because my dad is actually an excellent. It's actually a good cook. Oh, by the way. You know, my don't my mother lives on here right now, by the way. So I'm not gonna shade her as well too. But she's actually a much better baker than I am. So I'll tell you more about my mom a little bit. But my dad actually grew up. He's actually the eldest child in his family,
Okay.
and like the oldest child in the family. While my grandparents, my dad's parents, were working, he would actually be responsible for cooking for him, his two sisters, and for his parents. So he actually learns to cook at a very young age. So he actually is quite excellent. My dad, you don't see him a lot on my streams, but a lot of things I actually learn, things I do on my stream, uh, I do get from
Hi,
him.
Aspie.
And also my auntie Light Fong was my dad's sister. But again, if you want to find a little bit more, talk a little bit more about Auntie Light Fong, but then we can talk a little bit about Auntie Light Fong. But anyway, so I do have one dish actually named her, which everyone knows about. It's one of my signatures. But anyway,
Right.
but that's my family. But my dad is actually really, my dad is a really great cook. So anyway.
So, so now what got you into streaming?
Welcome to the party, pal.
Go ahead, Aspie.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I
What
heard
got,
some
oh no, we were just
sad
saying
dogs
hi to
background.
Aspie. What got you into
Okay. Oh,
streaming?
hi, Aspie. Oh, so okay. It's funny as well too because when I was so mentioned earlier, I did broadcasting when I was in my early 30s, right? So in my early 30s, I took a broadcasting course, about 2-year broadcasting course at Mount Royal University, or well, back then it was Mount Royal College in Calgary. So what happened was, so after I went after I went to finish broadcasting, I wanted to be I wanted to be a newsreader or a news broadcaster. But unfortunately, that takes that the route for that is a little bit more onerous than I thought it was going to be. So I kind of had to give up on that, and I went into the workaday world, did my things, and then after that, I went into MasterChef Canada, and then I spent 7 years. My original thing when I was on MasterChef, I was actually saying that I think for those of you who actually watched the first season of MasterChef Canada, when they finally gave it, when they were introducing us, like when we were saying what we want to do, I said I wanted to have a food truck, like a first Cantonese food truck in Calgary. Many people have beaten me to it, but hey, I mean, we'll get there someday. But after I got out of so it was just before it was about 2010s, 2018. I was kind of thinking, hey, I want to get use of my broadcasting and kind of teach me how to cook. And I sat on for a while, but one day I kind of mentioned this to my boss at the time. His name is Jay, by the way. He's known as the Aimless Cook on YouTube. He's actually on YouTube,
Welcome
but
to the party, pal.
what he actually told me was, I was saying, hey, maybe I want to do that, but unfortunately, my editing skills aren't very good. I don't know if I can make videos kind of like Meng Chi or Babish or something like that. And he said, you know what? Why don't you try Twitch? Because what he said was, I've actually watched a couple Twitch streams, and the standard of Chinese cooking on that platform back at that time, back in around 2017, 2018, was, according to him, again, no shade to anyone who was cooking Chinese food at the time. What Jay told me was it was abysmal, and you could do a hell of a lot better. But I sat on that for 2 years, and then when the pandemic hit, I was like, you know what? Hey, what am I going to do with my life? Do I want to go back to the kitchens after the pandemic's over? I mean, of course, I didn't know that at the time that the pandemic was going to be about 2 years or two, right? So at the same time, it's just like Jay. I was talking to Jay one day. I was texting him and saying, "Hey," and then I said, "What am I going to do?" And he said, "You know what? Remember that conversation we had about Twitch? Try it." And I grabbed my phone one night in March 25th, 2010, 2020. I grab a phone, I put it right here, I set up a board, I started making wontons, and as they say, the rest is history. If it hadn't been for my former boss at East of Asia, Jay, the Aimless Cook, I probably wouldn't be here today. I probably would have been doing something else. Heaven knows what it would be, but hey, probably wouldn't. We may or may not be cooking, but you know what I mean. So again, I hope that gives you a bit of an idea of what that's about.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
That's an awesome
Definitely.
backstory.
It is. It really is. Especially the whole like how Aspie was just saying about the whole Master Chef. Like that's very impressive. Like I haven't.
Let's say my question is about one of my questions is about that
Go
because
ahead, hit
I've
him with
always
it,
been
man.
curious about no, I just want to know what your experience was with it because I've met a few people that have done cooking shows and I've thought about doing it before in the past and I know from a competitor standpoint, we were talking at the beginning of the stream, trying to juggle a lot of balls and doing a lot of things. I feel like there's a lot going on in a competitive scene like that. So I just want to know what your experience was doing it. I know it was a decent amount of time, I'm sure, through filming and whatnot.
It's actually it was there's an old saying the old saying that the production people actually taught us was hurry up and wait. So there's actually television. Actually, there's a lot of waiting. So if you ever get on any shows, believe you me, you are going to be waiting around for a lot of time. So if you are easily bored, bring a book. They won't. Again, you won't have your phone. So here's the big thing: you will actually not have your phone. You'll have anything. They take that away from you while you're on the computer. Actually, if you're a master chef, you're away for like up to 6 weeks. So you will not have your phone at all.
Let's say you're allowed no communications.
You.
Yeah. Let's say you're not even allowed communications with the outside. Yeah.
No, you're not, because
No.
they don't want you to ruin the
Exactly.
place, right? So they don't. So you don't have a computer. You don't have access to a computer. You don't have access to the internet. So you don't have access to YouTube. So you can't exactly watch YouTube. They take your phone away. So they only give you back your phone about. They only give you back your phone after you leave. So when I did Fire Masters, thank God it was only a day. Thank God, okay. Because seriously, I mean, I went to almost a week and a half without my phone while I was on MasterChef for 2 episodes,
Welcome to the
and
party,
it
pal.
drove me fucking nuts
could
because
imagine.
I am addicted to my phone. So I'm so bad for that.
Welcome to the
Yeah,
party,
that's the big thing
pal.
to do, right? So they take your phone. So be ready. This is why when I remember when I was doing MasterChef, I actually met a lot of friends, by the way. So I'll tell you a little bit more about the friends I made along the way. So I'll introduce some of the. None of them are in chat, by the way, unfortunately, but I will try to talk about some of them. You definitely get one of the things of folks. Again, I mean, if anyone has substance abuse issues, again, I do apologize. Um, you sit around a lot. You sit around a lot. You read a lot, so you get to so a lot of people actually. I remember for my season of MasterChef, I remember. I think it was it Josh or was it Mike
Thanks,
Green?
everyone.
So it was one
Appreciate
of the
you.
guys,
Thanks so much for that
one
rating.
of the heartthrobs. So they actually brought a whole bunch of cookbooks, and uh, thank goodness the production company actually paid for our luggage
Yo,
because
Quad coming in.
I
Let's
think I
go.
brought about 9 or 12 Asian cookbooks with me, like
That's what I'd probably
anime.
bring.
So
Cook,
oh yeah, so
just lots of
so,
cookbooks.
and so mastering the art of French
Mhm.
cooking, I brought that with me from by Julia Child. I bought that one. And sorry, Julia Child and Louise Foll. So I brought that one with me. There was a couple more I bought as well too, but I can't remember which ones. I can yeah, actually I can actually if you want I can obviously bring up. I'll grab the one that I brought. Well, some of the ones I brought with me as well too. But a few of them were Asian. A few of them were not. So I brought them with me, but I did bring Mastering the Art of French Cooking, and I literally read that book. I remember reading that Mastering the Art of French Cooking, from back to front and front to back for hours on end. And also, you get to drink a lot as well too. So I'm not gonna lie, on days when we're not shooting, I was drunk a lot. I was drunk a lot.
Yeah,
Or
that'll
it
be
was
me.
one thing, like Fire Masters, maybe like Guys Grocery Games. You don't get it. It's just go, 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 go. It's like bang, 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 bang. All 3 rounds is always shot most. Again, I'm not totally sure about Guys Grocery Games, but I know Fire Masters. All 3 rounds are shot in one day, so it is a long day. So you start at 7 in the morning and you go until if you make it to the final, which until the final round, which my friend Alan Lemaire was a Haitian chef in Miami. He actually got to the finale, and he was there until 2 in the morning.
Oh
And
wow.
they actually fly you out the next day. So it's really, really tight. So so again, a lot of hurry up and wait, but at the same time, you get it's a lot of hurry up and wait. Also, when the competition's on, you gotta be ready. Like you
Yeah.
gotta be like you need to go from like 0 to 100 like a snap because on
Oh,
MasterChef
dead
you only
long.
get 60 minutes, right? But so we get 60 minutes on MasterChef, but on Fire Masters or on this they just still do Chopped in the US, right? I think
Yeah.
you get on Chopped now. I think you get 20 minutes.
It's 20 minutes for appetizers, and I thought it was like 45 or 60 for entree, and then it's
Yeah.
usually like
Yeah.
30 or 40 for dessert.
Yeah, something
I
like
think
that.
so because I
Yeah,
remember
something like that. I haven't watched that show in a while.
Yeah, so I remember I did Fire Masters that are signature round, which is what they call the Crossfire round, was 30 minutes. And then when I did the duck wing, I still remember the duck wings. So they are almost twisted, by the way. Apparently, I was told by some of the producers that if I had gotten that maple bourbon glaze onto those duck wings, I would have actually beaten Chef Elaine, and we would have actually potentially have had the first Twitch food and drink streamer be a winner on a Food Network Canada show. We were that close, Guy Fawkes. We were this fucking close.
That's
But
crazy.
but for that, the wildfire round was half an hour, and crossfire round, which is the one that I went, which is the one that I gave my advantage. I gave away my advantage to Chef Elaine. So Elaine took that and won that. So fair play to him. but yeah, it's he took that, and yeah, we had half an hour, and I think for the final, what they call the feast of fire, they had 2 hours. So if I had gotten to the final, I would have had an assistant, and we would have had 2 hours to bring a family style meal. So again, a lot of that time between those half an hour, that half an hour cook, and the 2 hour cooks, it's a minimum of 3 hour waiting. And for someone who's got ants in the pants like me, for those of you who just saw me, saw Leroy and Cat's raid, of course, of course, I get bored too. So, and also that day on the set at Firemasters, it was like almost like 125 degrees on set as well too. So a lot of it, I felt like I was floating. It was like
Yeah,
it was
that's
like
gotta be rough.
41 degrees, like almost 110 in Southern Ontario, and then they had fire barrels, like little fire barrels lit. We're cooking. It added at least another 20 degrees Celsius on it. It was like I was just like, oh god, my brain was not working.
Oh, hell
And
no.
seriously, the fact that Elaine actually got everything together and got through, honestly, fair play to him, my friend. Fair play to him. So anyway, that's a big thing. Sorry, I probably took way too long. I probably talked way too long.
No,
Not at
no, you're
all.
good, man.
No. I'm just trying to reposition my leg.
Oh, no worries. I would definitely love to do. I would definitely love to be out in a competition with whiskey, but I think the question is whiskey ready for me?
Ooh.
I'm getting a little spicy. A lot of trash talking going on recently, especially around fight recently. I'm not saying names, but I know they're in chat. But someone, challenged me to a champions cook-off before they got their hands on the food fight championship trophy, and I took Megabytes this, and let's just say Megabytes was less than impressed.
Ooh.
So yeah, so a little bit of so it looks like a little bit of crossfire between Megabytes and PGG through me as well too here. So, but anyway, as they say on Drag Race, Kiki, you want a championship match with me? Win the trophy first. Sorry, I could not help myself. But hey, I'm actually excited for Tuesday. By the way, I'm going to be completely neutral. I mean, you two are going to watch it as well too. You're going to be in the chat for that on Tuesday for our food fight final.
I'm
I might
always trying to be there. I'm always trying to be there, but it's so hard for me because Tuesdays are like my busiest day of the week. And it's like I literally pull the stream up and I walk away. Like I hardly ever am able to chat or have time to chat and watch.
Nothing wrong with that. Hey, seriously, sometimes it works as well too. But okay, I'm just to quickly flip the script on y'all as well too. But who y'all got? Who y'all got? So who do you think's gonna take the? Who's gonna join the winner circle? Who do you think is gonna be? Is it gonna be PGG or is it gonna be Megabytes? Or are y'all gonna stay neutral on this one here?
I've only seen Megabytes cook. So
yeah, I haven't seen the other guy cook. I've only seen Megabytes. But you know what? Megabytes is pretty like from what I've seen of his cooking, he's actually really, really pretty impressive for not ever cooking professionally and being a home cook. So I do have to say I am pretty impressed with a lot of his cooking. Queen Char, welcome in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have seen a few of Megabytes' streams as well too. He is quite good. So, but I know Brandon is very determined. So, I think it's going to be a war of wills. I think my prediction is it's going to be a war of wills. It's going to be like one of those like wills of attrition. It's going to be like they're going to one up each other. It's going to become. I think it's going to come down to who blinks last. It might even come down to chat. So I think my prediction right now is it's going to be a war of attrition, and it's going to come down to chat. So chat is probably going to determine the winner. I'm calling it right now. It's going to come down to chat. So again, so I'm not. So Again, I'll probably be there. I will probably vote, but I don't know how I'm going to vote yet. But
Right.
I truly think it's going to be a war restriction. So, anyway, sorry, get that too. So.
I had to fix that real quick. Okay. Um, what don't you got, Smokey? I know you said you got a few lined up, huh? You
Oh yeah, he
ask as
answered. He
often
answered a
as
bunch
I
of them
do.
in that one. I don't
Okay.
what?
You don't ask too
What'd
many
you say?
questions that often.
No, I like to listen. I like to listen, and then I bounce off of what's going on in the conversation.
Right,
Because you
right,
seem to have like a good lineup, and you know these people better than I do, or have watched them, or have some sort of history with them.
right.
Whereas like some of these guys are still new to me, so I kind of like piggyback off of what you already have planned because it's easier for me to like run off of that. You know what I mean?
Dude, most of the time I'm just winging it. I'm not even gonna lie.
I know. Well, no, I know. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, today's stream, that pie, literally completely wing.
Did it
Literally,
finish?
Delicious.
Did you
was
finish it?
delicious. Like was like
Yeah, I was watching meat before we went live,
Oh, okay.
or before we all joined together.
I was trying to get the little
I
one to
know,
bed,
right?
and by the time I got the little one finally asleep, I came right over to the computer and I'm like, okay, we gotta go.
You
I
do you
did photos. I did take a few photos. I did take a few photos. So, but I'm not. I'll see if I can actually pull it up on my phone as well too here. But oh, geez. We'll see if I can actually pull it up on my phone.
what other kind of stream challenges do you do? Like I know this week you have the raw and the cooked one.
The wild cook one. Next week is cheap date. So next week is cheap date. I actually really, I haven't really thought a lot about any new challenges recently, but I do have something. I've always loved spicy ramen. So I'll show everyone the photos a little bit later. So I'll probably post it in my Discord a little bit later. I actually love spicy ramen. So one of the things I've actually wanted to do is something like a hot ones. It's something I've kind of been
Okay.
like kind of doing a concepting for a while, but it is literally me interviewing me and another person. I'm going to interview the person while I'm eating that ramen. They're going to eat the same ramen, and we're going to have a little chat. Right? So we're going to have a little chat. Both of us are going to be eating spicy ramen, and it's
Nice.
something I'm working on. So I guess that's a challenge. But this time, honestly, I'm kind of much like my. Actually, one of the first streamers I ever watched. His name is Tommy Night Cooking. So he's actually still around, by the way. Graham and his wife Amanda is actually now actually based in the Pacific Northwest. Now in Sendai, Japan. Um,
Oh yeah.
actually, when I was actually when I was actually first reaching out for people for collabs, one of the things was one of the concepts I had was kind of something to close to food fight. And he said to me, "Yeah, I'm not a competitor. I wouldn't be able to do it." So a lot of people back when I first started, a lot of people who I was streaming with, that I would rate out to quite a fair bit. People like How Cooking, Mama Nosteriel, Mama, of course, I haven't seen her in about 4 or 5 years. Uh, Canning Onions is another one I wanted to do, but Zobocat is another one, folks. So, by the way, folks, if you've never heard of the name Zobocat, a very good friend of mine, named Zoe. I haven't seen her in a couple of years as well too. She done it for a while, but anyway, so let's just talking about competitions we'll do here. So again, it's at the same time, honestly, as I've kind of started doing more streams, as I've kind of helped my stream mature a little bit more, I am finding that I am not as competitive as I used to be. I still have a competitive fire. I would like to do more fire. I would like to do some more Food Network challenges eventually,
Took
like
the
Food
question
Network
out of
shows
my head.
eventually. But at the moment, I feel like I just want to show people a little bit more of some of my favorite foods. So things like Asian cooking. So that's why I do a lot more Asian cooking. I think that gets back to that original question. I do I specialize in Asian? Is Asian cooking my go-to? Yes. Is that where I'm comfortable? Yes. Is it where I would like to grow some more? Yes. Am I comfortable doing other things? Yes. But at the same time, a lot of these things that are done in other cultures, so things like things like macaroni cheese and that, or like Mexican food. I mean, so like Mexican food. I mean, that's something that I would like, or Tex-Mex. I would leave to Dan's Kitchen. maybe say food preservation, I would leave that to someone like Kenara. I think Kitchen View, I think Greg, I'm trying to remember what he does. Serendipics, of course, would do a little bit more baking. Mega, you do like a lot of like American style cooking. I leave that to you. Whereas, of course, I will take where I'm strong at, and I feel like that's where I will be better served the community as well too, right? So serving the community, not just my own, but also for everyone else around us too. So,
Right.
so again, I can definitely do a little bit more around the world. I'm not against it, but I feel like sticking with that little Asian is where that's where I kind of belong. So
It's your niche.
I'm not gonna
Whatever your
copy
niche
myself.
is, you gotta
There you
stick
go.
with it.
Exactly, right? So that's why we say Asian in the mouth, right? But that's the thing.
And
So gotta
I
stay with
had
it, but
this.
sometimes that's gotta. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, finish.
So it's like again, hey, I'm not afraid to, and again, hey, that doesn't mean I'm afraid to kind of step out of my comfort zone, right?
Right.
So I mean, if I gotta bake, I gotta bake, right? So if I gotta do some French dishes, it is what it is, right? So you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, because at the end of the day, we're at the whims of chat, also known as the Guy Fawkes, will usually prefer so too. So especially when I say stupid things so too. So Janara, I know I'm watching you. Janara, I know you're watching. I know your clipping fingers always itchy. So
Oh yeah.
watch.
Welcome to the party,
Cracker Jack,
pal.
welcome in, bud. So I know one thing I was tossing around on Saturday during my cooking stream at the restaurant was the idea that I want to really get back to. And it's like I kind of put it out there for everybody because I feel like everyone should have their own interpretation of it. Is to do, because Twitch is based off of a gaming and a lot of gaming streamers and whatnot. Why not do you know the
Welcome
best
to the party, pal.
snack foods, or the best appetizers or quick meals as you're streaming for streamers or gamers or whatnot. And I've been really wanting to do that because I had a lot of different ideas, and that's just something that I feel like like I said, other people should do, or other cooking streamers should do, just because
Yeah.
that way you're appealing to not just the cooking crowd, you're appealing to the gamer crowd as well.
And again, everyone's also kind of on a budget too, right? So this is why Asia on a budget is such a big thing for me as well too, right? So
Hmm.
taking that grocery store chicken, grocery store roast chicken, and turning it into a pot pie is one way. So again, it's not the certain way because again, there's a million ways to. I mean, 50 with as Simon Garfunkel was saying, 50 ways to leave your lover, but there's about a million ways to cook to transform a grocery store roast chicken, right? So 50 ways to leave your lover, a million ways to turn a chicken into turn a chicken into a delicious meal, right? So again, the way I did it, and yes, I did save a little bit of a chicken from tomorrow. Oh well, for my stream on Tuesday as well too. So I have something to snack on while I'm making my raw, while working with my raw chicken on Tuesday. So again, playlist of course, safe food safe as well too. So they won't be cooked at the same time. I think the same. Well, Nara of course will kill me. So do that. Do that. Nara will kill me. Anyway, but yeah, so it's just but again, hey, there's different things though too. And honestly, I think that's it's not a bad idea. I think I'm kind of with you as well too. It's like doing things a little bit simpler, and also taking that time as well too. Like taking that time and explaining everything. I feel like that will actually make it a lot easier for people to kind of understand, and also make it a little bit less scary, right? Because cooking is a scary thing. I mean, the three of us right here, we do a lot of cooking, and it's second
Oh yeah.
nature for us.
Oh
But
yeah.
that's not the case for a lot of people, especially people. Um, and and this is another struggle I have as well too, right? I have asked people outside of the food and drink community, "Do you want to do a food and drink stream with me?" A lot of times, people will say, "I get it, I get it." I mean, I am because even in like a lot of some other communities that are outside of food and drink, I noticed it. I am known as the food and drink guy. So again, maybe that's the thing for you as well too, Megan. You go out to other communities, maybe say to IRL. Maybe, I don't know what other I probably don't know what other categories you stream in. Of course, I'm sorry.
Oh
You
no, you're
probably go
good.
to other categories, and people say, "Hey, there's Chef Mega. He's the guy who does all that cooking streams as well too, right?" So
Well,
there's
that
that.
was
So because every sorry, Seth.
no. I mean, that was really the whole turnaround because I was known as a gaming streamer for like the longest time, and then I changed my name. I changed what I was doing. I changed my name like 4 times. And I swear, if I would have just stuck with my original name and never changed it and then kept the same focus, like I would have been partner like at least 2 years ago. But what I ended up doing was I wanted it to be more about me and what I do on a regular basis. And what do I do more than cook, besides be a dad. So it's like, um, why not go more into the cooking aspect of things and do cooking? So with that, it brought, I wanted to have a name that fitted. That's where Chef Mega came back into play. And then the whole thing I started to realize going back into people's streams after the name change was, oh, hey, wait, I didn't know you were a chef. Oh, hey, wait, I didn't know you cook. Because I was so known for being a gamer that no one knew that I was actually a chef. So it's like there I am bringing a whole different aspect to it, and like now I'm trying to pull in all the gamers that I support and I network with into the food and drink category that I do most often now.
Mm-hmm. And you're doing the Lord's work, right? I mean, food and drink when I began was what a lot of like the streamers at the time would call a niche category, and we would actually have to do a lot of outreach. So back then, of course, I don't know how to network, and I still don't know how to network worth shit, by the way, but pardon my French. But I'm a terrible networker. And again, I have girl brain, so if I watch one person and I see, oh, sweet, oh, it's like, oh, Chef Meg is on. Oh, I gotta go in there. Oh, Canara's on. Oh, there we go. Oh, and I see my friend, another friend of mine, Davey Pat. Oh, Davey's on. I'm gonna go sign. And then of course after that it just becomes a big morass, and I just have to. One of the things I'm working on for myself is trying to, and I know my mods are also kind of crack the whip on me as well too. It's like, John, focus on just a few streamers. Stop going to a million streamers. Just watch a few. You can other people will stream other days as well too. But anyway, so, if anyone knows of any tips of how to network properly, hey, feel free to drop in the chat because I sure as hell need a hell of a lot of help for sure.
Well, I mean, there's no real big secret to networking. It's just doing the legwork, getting out there and talking to people. And it's like I always say, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
listen, I'm working 50 plus hours a week. Like my networking skills are me saying hi and I'm throwing emotes in your stream, and that's just for me to let you know that I'm there, and that's about it. Like I'm here for you. I got love for you. I'm supporting you as best I can. But look, I'm busy.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, right? Because you're doing this. You're doing this.
Party, pal.
You're
Fuck
making your
off.
own stream. You got your life, and you're also raising, and you're also you have kids as well too, right? So
Yep, I got 3 daughters.
you got a lot of you got a lot of meatballs on that spaghetti plate. You a wonderful person. Will do, right? So that's my very bad Italian accent. So
That wasn't
I'm
too bad.
expecting Italian notice to come killing me now. So, but anyways, but hey, we can only do the thing as well too. And I think it's another thing as well too, because I know when I was actually talking, because being a hitting partner is is one of my biggest goals here. It's like it's not the end goal. I would
Mhm.
like to be able to be someday be at the level of maybe say to be finally make a triumphant return to the MasterChef kitchen as not just a competitor but a judge. So I want to get to that point.
Exactly,
That's one
Roy.
thing, but also getting to that, getting to Twitch partner is the first step, right? Because I feel like once you get the partner, we get the purple check, that opens a lot more doors for you. You get a little
Right.
bit more. You get a few more eyes on you. You get the things are getting a little bit more critical. Same time, you get a lot more exposure. You can actually be on front page, right? So that's why I want to work on that as well too, right? I want to get that so that when I can get those front page, I can apply and get those front page slots, I can actually do a lot more of these teaching streams. So I mean, imagine opening up Twitch desktop and seeing at the first slot, Chef John Leung teaching you how to make wonton noodles or
Right.
stir fried Hong Kong style stir fried typhoon shelter noodles with seafood or chicken or pork, whatever the fuck you want. I mean, imagine that, right? I
To pay
mean,
me
you
attention.
probably wouldn't experience it, but that's the dream. That's the dream. That would, and again, that will just lead to other things too, right? So, but anyway, because I've actually done front page before. Back in 2021, they actually had something called Food and Drink Week. I still
Oh,
have a
shit.
board. They actually sent me a little cutting board with Food and Drink Week on it. I'll show you a little bit more, but I can show you if you want. But
Nice. Hell yeah,
but
I want to see
actually
that.
made dumplings on the front page. So that was I think we actually there was actually about 8,000 people watching me. The moment I lifted the steamer basket lid, like the chat absolutely exploded. The entire chat absolutely exploded. They were like, "Wow! I want to get back to that. I want that back. Back." Anyway, that's it. Anyway,
Hell
that's
yeah.
just that. I'm that's the idea to tell, guy. I can just I just gotta.
Oh, you know what? You know, and I'm not even afraid to talk about this, and I don't even mind bringing it up because um I was like I was kind of like I don't want to say I was an asshole, but I was pretty bad yesterday during my cooking stream just because I was in a mood. I mean, I was dealing with a lot of stuff within the restaurant and whatnot, and it's like the mood that you're in will always affect your stream. Like if you're in a bad mood,
Yeah.
people don't
It
want to sit there
does.
and watch that.
It does.
And you know,
It
I
does.
I was talking to Mama's house about it yesterday after stream, and she was just saying the exact same thing I was just saying, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, maybe cooking during service isn't the best idea for me. I'm like, maybe going back to what I used to do before and do my prep streams because that's when I can actually have a whole lot more fun than what I'm doing at dinner time. I mean, dinner time, I'm just pushing out the food. I'm just trying to get it out and sell. You know, I'm not sitting there
Welcome to the party, pal.
engaging as much as I would if I was just prepping.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yo, Raiders
We
and
just got
Raiders in
another
the
raid here.
John stream. Let's
Let's see
go.
what's there. Sorry.
W raid.
Thanks, pal.
No, I was telling the Raiders that came in that raided
see
you.
welcome
Welcome
in.
in, welcome in, welcome in. Hell yeah.
W raid.
Hey, everyone.
WW Raiders.
Thank you so much. Amanda's actually she's actually a streamer that I met. So I do know a few some craft room streamers as well too. So Amanda's one of them. Amanda, good to see you. Thanks for bringing the Ohana over as well too. So good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you. I'm actually just having a little chat with some of these wonderful gentlemen as well too here. So folks, again, just chillax and enjoy the conversation we're doing. We're just kind of having a little
Another
chill as well too
a
here.
Hawaiian streamer. Coco Luchiu is a Hawaiian streamer.
Amanda's actually from Maui. So yes,
Oh,
so she's
oh,
absolutely
yeah.
wonderful to do it.
There we go.
Yes.
Love to see that
Thanks,
stuff.
Leroy. Yes. Yeah. Actually, back to your point as well too. Yes, Leroy in the chat was actually saying that they do love our sassy chef when he hasn't had caffeine yet. So I can get a little sassy when I have not had my coffee. So usually my morning streams when I start around 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, I usually have my first coffee live on stream. So when I start, I'm a little on the I'm a little on the grouchy side. But after that first coffee or first cup of milk tea, I'm like, I am ready for the day. I am ready. I am ready for my close up now, Mr. President.
There you go. I'm not Hawaiian myself.
But yeah, so
Not
let's see.
Kanaka, but coming in.
One earlier, so I was actually listening to I think if I may, I got too. I want to say perhaps maybe looking into something like maybe perhaps looking into a stream kind of like what Kitchen View, like what Greg does. So maybe while you're doing this, again, you don't again those like POV cams,
Hmm.
like you don't always have to engage. It's I mean you're not. I mean okay. I mean and no one's Chef Steve 330. I don't want to say no one's Chef 330. I mean he does his thing. He's actually quite engaging. I mean not saying you're not engaging, but at the same time. I mean, Kitchen View. I mean, Greg and his team in Pittsburgh. They react when they can, and they show what a restaurant's like. So maybe Mega on those streams when
Right.
you don't have the time, when you don't have the time to engage, just let the chat go. Just let the chat go,
Well, I
and then
usually
when you
do.
have time to engage,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
benefit, the
Maybe
benefit.
that might not be a bad idea. So maybe that might help you as well too.
Oh,
Right?
yeah,
So
absolutely.
might have
I
to be.
mean,
You might have to. So,
no, but the thing that Greg has behind him is a staff that Chef Shane, all those guys. Greg's not even there half the time, and they're streaming. So it's like um, they're all 4 or 5 of them guys. They all work together for that stream, which is amazing because you can't really go into a whole lot of professional kitchens and have the whole team behind you like that. Especially
yeah.
to be as well behaved as they are sometimes.
What are we talking about here? What planet do we live on? That's interesting. Anyway, sorry, I don't want to cut you off. What's yours?
No, no, you're good.
So, yeah, so, but trust me, chefs behaving and speaking clean language in the kitchen. I
Yeah, no.
mean, what are we? 11 Madison. What are we talking about? 11 Madison Avenue.
The thing about
Please.
kitchen views is the girl always
Anyway.
begging for money. Oh my goodness.
Oh
No,
wait.
but he's
Oh
got
my
the
God.
support of the whole
Who's
kitchen behind him,
by
which is
now?
which is very rare. You don't really see that a
Yeah,
whole
but say
lot.
that's a hard thing to have. Like having the crew that he has like that.
Oh yeah.
Mostly it's just like I think it comes to the moderation as well too, right? So if you have really good mod, I mean, when it becomes annoying, you can kind of have that person to be there and like go like, dude, true, right? So I have a great team, so we'll do right. By the way, so I mean, I know some of them are in the chat right now. Mel is in the chat, Noise in the chat. They're really good at like if they sense that I'm not feeling comfortable in talking about something, they just go like right there. It's like, anyway, John, like literally gonna give me the John, shut up, focus, get back cooking, get back to cooking or something like that, right? What we'll deal with the rest. So I think that comes down to having a good mod team. So and that takes time. So you're not gonna find a professional mod like when you would go straight up. You're not if you're unless of course you're like a big like Overwatch League player or something, right? Then you can find mods like you can
No,
find
excuse me.
mods in your chat like it's water, right? But for us, it ain't easy. I mean, Mel's been with me for almost 4.5 years, almost 5 years now, and honestly, she saved my fucking bacon multiple times, well too. So again, so I do want to give that shout out to UPenn gamer Mel as well too. She's saved me from a lot of disasters. I think to say. So, but again, it's not every day you can find. So not every day you find mods too, right? So and when you get them, it's not always easy to kind of learn how to hang on to them. Sometimes they move on. Sometimes you don't agree on everything. It happens. So you just kind of have to you just gotta let it go, right? So, but sometimes if you see a diamond in the rough, sometimes you gotta know when to hang on. So if you, but folks, and hey, if you're a mod, seriously, no matter what your mod, no matter how bad of a mood your streamer is in, they appreciate
Welcome
you.
to the
So
party,
never
pal.
forget that. So anyway, so I don't want to say this. See you guys probably in this such talk.
Oh shit, sorry about that.
I scared Mega off.
Yeah, no, no, no. I was hacking up phlegm and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go to the bathroom and get this out of me.
Oh,
Also,
geez.
Pierre, welcome in, bro. Good to see you, fam. Um,
Yes.
No, but yeah, absolutely, mods are huge. I know my mod, who's also the one of also Pure's main mods, Mama's House Gaming. She's amazing. She is 100% amazing. You know, and she's quick to message me like, hey, what, you know, I don't know how I feel about this person or that person, or you know, something funny is going on, or you know, there. She's quick to handle things too. So it's like I'm very happy and very proud to have the mods that I have. Even though I've set myself up to where I don't really need a mod per se, but to have her is absolutely 100% fucking amazing. So big shout out to my
It
mod.
is because. Sorry. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. So,
That was it.
hey,
That was it.
salute to you. Exactly, right? I mean, it's amazing, right? It's having that person, so that it's like, because sometimes I think I've come to a point with both with the four mods I have. Again, Luna Celeste, Upen Gamer, Noimu, and Firemaster. Those four, I don't actually have to worry about any shit in chat. Like, any shit in chat, squelch right away. So honestly, at this point, it's like sometimes they don't even have to message me. They can just read me like a book. So I again, I guess maybe I just as a friend of mine once said, you wear you wear your emotions on your sleeve. So again, they talk about me as well too. So I guess maybe I'm just a little bit easier to read as well too, right? So when they know it, they are on it. So honestly, shout out to all the friggin' mods in the chat here. So y'all mod, we fucking love you. There you go.
I used to mod for like 44 channels. I'm so glad I don't anymore. I used to always, yeah, I used to be on Twitch like all the
That's
time
gotta be
modding,
rough.
and it was rough. Yeah, I mean, I have my people that I still mod for, but I slowed down a lot on that. But I used to like be really, really into making commands, especially through Nightbot. I knew like all the APIs and like if you go on to like my stream personally, like I at one point had like over 350 commands because I used to just sit there and make commands for people's streams in my stream,
Like,
and then I
right,
would
welcome
give
in.
it to them. So it was like something that I would do for a lot of channels.
You know, it's fun.
You should
It's
check out. You'll help me with my commands.
I'm definitely gonna. Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna up with commands.
Well, I'm glad you added me onto your list, Mama's House. I definitely love you so much. I really do, and appreciate the fuck out of you. Um, but yeah, that's gotta be crazy to do to mod for so many channels like that, just because your half your time is devoted to other people, and like, where do you fit yourself in at that point?
Yeah.
Exactly, right? I mean, the fact that you mod for
You
40,
just
well,
did.
you at least you used to,
Hey, well, I always said,
44. I mean, you're worth your weight in gold, my friend. You are helping 40 up to 44 streamers. Amazing.
Yeah.
Like, keep their stats safe. So you know what? That's the thing. That could kind of remind me as well too, because another one of my, again, they haven't been around, but everybody sort of Rexus, right? Has anyone ever heard of Rexus? Rexus
no.
1985.
No.
Okay, he hasn't been around for a while. He actually used to mod for me as well too, but but he actually, I think he actually, from what I remember, I think he actually told me once. I think he actually modded for about 40 food and drink streamers. He had green swords and almost 40 food and drink streams.
Jesus.
So from some of the bigger ones, from Kanara into mine, and even Dana's Kitchen also had Rexus as a mod as well too.
Oh wow.
Go ahead.
We haven't
Like
seen
up
him in
to
a while.
5 at some point. 5, 6 depends on who was live and when they were live.
Exactly, right? So,
Right,
hey, I
when
mean,
you sleep.
having 40 for green swords, that's a lot of swords to handle
Yeah.
too, right? Even if you have 6 at a time, no, come on.
Yeah.
Yo, Rack Rod with the
I'm hoping you're
sub.
not.
Thank you.
I didn't know how many I was a mod in until we got to the end of the year Twitch thing, and it told me how many streams that I was helping, and I was just like, holy shit, that's a lot of streams. So
I bet.
I mean, I hope they showed you. I hope every one of those 44 streamers showed you a lot of appreciation.
oh yeah, man, that's all love.
Actually, just saying.
Always all love.
Let's go, love. It's a good thing to do, right? So, because at the end of the day, what are we streamers without our mods, right? So, no one reminds me, but pure
Jack, I hope you're
we
taking care of
always need
yourself,
you,
bud.
Mama. We always need you. So, don't ever think that we don't. A streamer doesn't need you. So even when we say we don't, trust me, the answer is always. It's kind of like no mean yes kind of things. They're like no, but yes. You know that thing. I think it's kind of like again. I don't have a kid. I don't have any kids. That's but I've talked to kids before, and like they say like I mean and like do you mean yes? Yes. It's yes. It's a kind of a no means yes kind of thing. So even if you're just lurking, honestly, you're always you're always your presence is always needed and also. So I do want to say that too. So
Your mom voice does the trick.
your
Yes, it
mom voice
does.
does the trick.
Yes, it does.
It's as they say in Pokemon, super effective. Trick was defeated. No one clipped that. Please don't. That's funny. That was probably not as funny. It was funny in my mind, but probably not as funny in other things. Yeah, character thing.
My mother look, I know that if I need them, I can call on them. Absolutely.
Exactly right. So because when you're in trouble, they know. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like some of the again for me has a feeling. The best mods out there, they know by instinct when troubles are brewing. It's kind of like Spidey sense, right? So I know when I know with Mel and Noi and Luna, I know when they know I'm I'm getting myself into trouble when I'm starting to run aground when the ship's kind of starting to drift a little too close to the rocks.
Welcome to the
One of
party,
them is
pal.
always going to show up like that. Like, yeah, let's go. There you go.
I appreciate you, Amanda.
It's
Thank
a
you for
good thing,
being here, and
honestly. I
thank you for
love
that
it.
raid into John.
Yeah. Thank you again, so yeah, so well, hydrate. Thank you.
For the mods and other tasks.
Yeah.
So you did kind
Yeah.
of hint to it a little bit. So here's my biggest question: what is your end game?
That's that's the thing. So too, I feel like there's actually many. There's there's few paths. I think the biggest thing I want to be is I I think the end goal is I would like to have a food booth. So if you go to like those like permanent farmers markets, there's actually a couple of them here in Calgary. One called Calgary's Farmers Market. There's a one. So there's actually like two of them called Calgary's Farmers Market here in Calgary. One in the north and one in the south.
Good.
And there's also one called Crossroads Farmers Market. They're all like permanent buildings. They have like a food court. My dream is to have a booth serving the things that I have been perfecting, the honing. So things like dumplings, the laksa pot pie, as special. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this off every day. Things like the gayam, so which is like a Thai roasted chicken. So serving like a lot of the Asian food that I have learned how to make and taught myself how to make and experienced uh, in a food booth setting. So it's probably the food booth out of all the restaurants east of Asia is probably the place I had the most fun because here's the thing: my Jay gave me a lot of freedom. So I worked for him, but at the same time, he gave me a lot of experience, freedom to kind of learn and help him develop dishes. A lot of the dishes that he has done, some of the dishes that he does on some of his other jobs, I've kind of helped him develop, and that's a point of pride for me. But in the way, Guy Fong, I think the goal is that I want to have that booth. I want to have that booth. I want to have the thing where I can actually show not just one part of Asia, but all parts of Asia. So a little bit of everything, and then so maybe say a set menu, and then it would be shit. And then there'd be specials where we wander around Asia. It'd be like kind of called the Asian passport as well too, right? So it's the special we call the passport. It'll be like So if I'm making the lots of hot pie, there you go. So that's one. Or the ocean kanji based on the San Francisco Tropino with a Chinese donut from Hong Kong. There you go. So and then the really end goal someday is hopefully finally travel around the world driving a motorcycle and towing a little noodle booth around, and then so surfing during the day and then serving noodles at night to the hungry surfers and
Nice.
people traveling around the road. So that's the ultimate dream. So, but I want to make. But I don't know how much more time I have in my life. But you know what? Hey, I mean, I'm 42 now. I'm going 42 going on 43. But maybe sometimes I feel like 40. I feel like some days I feel like I'm 42 going on 19. Some days I feel like 42 going on 75. But whatever time I have, long or
Yo,
short,
Coco,
I
stop.
think the only thing is I want to be able to make that impact on others, no matter if it's on Twitch, on YouTube, in a food booth, or uh, on the road with that noodle cart. So again, who knows? Again, it's an open story. This it is a story yet to be unwritten, and it's going to be a
Hey,
journey that we'll take together. So it's not just going to be me; it'll be with whoever I end up being partnered with, or something like that. Or maybe
right.
I might have traveled that road alone.
Hey,
But you know what? Hey,
it's
it's a
your
journey to the
story.
unknown. We never know.
Exactly. You never
Exactly,
know.
right? So
You never know.
so we will write the story together. So because but when I finally laid down in that bed of roses, that bed of pansies at the end of that road, when the door when those gates open for me, again, it's kind of evokes a one of my favorite concerts. By the way, I actually wasn't there, but for those of you actually from Hong Kong, you know Anita Mui. She's actually my favorite musician. So she passed away in
Okay.
2003. On her final concert, she was the stage was a kind of like a European Baroque stage, as she was singing her signature song, "Song of Sunset," signature Tico, as she was actually wearing a Dior wedding dress. And the road was kind of lined with roses as well too, right? So as she was walking up the pathway, the door magically opens for her. Like the door kind of swings open for her. She walks through, and then she turns around and says goodbye to everyone in loudest goodbye in Cantonese I've ever heard. One of the most tear-jerking moments in my life. Still tears in my eye. When that day comes for me, I'm hoping that when I turn around and say bye bye, there'll be millions. They'll say goodbye and it's back to me. Maybe it could be one, it could be 1,000, maybe a million. But you know, hey, as long as there's at least someone there, when I turn around and say bye bye, if there is, I've made a difference in someone's life. 100, 10, 1. You know what? I think I've achieved my mission. So there you go. So hopefully, again, that's a bit of a long way to kind of explain it, but hopefully that makes a lot of sense. Anyway, so
No, but I
sometimes
get
I
it
say a lot
though.
of things that don't make a lot of sense.
I know, but I get it though at the same time because at the same time, it's like at the end of the day, a lot of us who are chefs, they want to be appreciated for the meal and the food that they put out, right? They want to be accredited for what we do. We want to be, hey, this is
Mhm.
something that has touched someone's life at some point. And you know what? Every once in a while, we would like the recognition for that.
Right. Exactly, right? So it's just like here in North America. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this short because I'm gonna get on a rant here. So too, chefs do not get taking recognition that they deserve. People who cook is a rare breed. I mean, yes, everyone cooks. Yes, making a cup noodle. Yes, that's cooking. But making dishes that we do here on stream or in a restaurant or in a food booth, that takes fucking skill and that takes years of practice. So, not saying give us that respect, but sometimes a little respect goes a long way. I should say, what? Because you never know when you get that little respect, you might get something a little bit extra, like not wink wink back. So too, right? So or anyway, that's things. So.
Well, and see, and
Sorry,
here's the other
I
thing that's
wasn't meaning
not,
to.
here's the other thing, and I have something in my chat for it, and it pops up every so often. Um,
Yeah.
I feel like I need to retime that, as a matter of fact, because it hasn't gone off in a while. But there is a non-for-profit corporation called the Burnt Chef Project. And what they do is they buy their sales of merchandise. And that's why it costs $75 to $100 for a fucking hoodie, or $50 for a t-shirt. This book that I got here, it's an empty notebook, but it's got for recipes and whatnot, and it's basically a open journal. And with that was $40. So the reason their prices are so high is the money that they get from their sales, along with a few other things that they do. It all goes right back into the teaching and education of corporates and corporations, businesses, to have a more cohesive workplace in the culinary field or hospitality field. Um, so I had the CEO actually reached out to me. And the reason he reached out to me was because I had kind of made my own interpretation of the logo and had it on my merch and was selling it for $20. So he reached out and he's like, yeah, we need to talk about this. I'm like, wait, what? Oh, yeah, I'll take that down. My bad. And we ended up having a little conversation, and I found out that it's vital to them. Like all their profits go right back to help other people. Like, it is a legit non-for-profit. It is going back to people to help people. So that's why I started, after our conversation that one day, I went on to the Burnt Chef Project.com, and I set up my own fundraiser for them. And people had looked at it and they were like, oh, well, how much are you raising? I'm raising as much as I can. Like, there's no limit. Like, it's set at $1 million. I mean, that's not a realistic, amount, but it's there so that it never ends, because I constantly want to help with this company to help other people. And that's why when it pops up, my own thing for it is chefs helping chefs. So please look into that, guys, if you're
Most
interested
important
in
thing,
that.
right? You gotta help each other. I would definitely want to. I do want to see if I can get involved. I'm wondering if there is. Sorry, that's great. If there's anything that's like if they do things in Canada, you know what? Hey, I mean, I'm happy to.
It's
I'm
worldwide.
happy to help about. It's worldwide.
It's worldwide.
Okay, so
Definitely go
I'll
check it
take a
out.
look
It
at that.
is theburntchefproject.com. And in there, you can definitely
Fun
set up
front.
you can even set up your own fundraiser. That's how I did it.
All right,
So
so yeah, I'll take a look at. I'll have to take a look at it. So, but I'll pull up when when we're done here as well too. So I'll just have to put that on the note as well too. So I'll have to just put that on my phone as well too. So I have my phone with me. So I'll do that as well too.
absolutely.
Here's hold on.
No, it
Chef
actually
partner?
it did come up in chat
Welcome to the party,
right
I
pals.
after some
saw it too.
emotes
Yeah,
from
I think I
Coco.
saw it. Yeah, so.
Yep. Yep. It's a non-for-profit and social enterprise that raises awareness to provide support and education around mental health and mental health issues within the hospitality across the world. So I
Exactly.
was when I
Oh,
found
I
out
have it
more
right here.
about
So I
that,
I,
it,
I
it
have
was it was
a mobile
amazing.
phone, so I can deal with that.
Love that.
Fantastic.
Sandy
I
Beach,
think
welcome in. How are you, sweetheart?
actually, you know what? Now that you mention it, honestly, I do want to kind of piggyback off that as well too here. So uh, mental health is such an important thing that I feel like, and I think this, and I don't feel, I think this is kind of true. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like it's a thing that's killing a lot of people. Like it really, really is the death of a lot of chefs. A lot of people are, and I think what really struck me, Guy Fong, like because when I was on Master Chef, after I think it was about a year after I went on my show, we actually finished. Sorry, we shot our show in between season 3 and 4 of the USA MasterChef. So after season 3 of American MasterChef, they announced that Canada was having their season 1. So I applied, of course, I got on the show. But I think it was about 3 or 4 years afterwards. The person who finished second to Christine Ha, um, apparently, well, unalived himself. So, and and that really struck home. That really truly struck home because honestly, I think from what I remember, I think reading as well too, is that that person, like even when they were like just before they, even when they were on the show or before the show, they were actually having some mental health things. They were having some mental health challenges already. So kind of wonder if maybe if Virtual Project was if they were around at the time, maybe Josh might have been saved. But at the same time, honestly, I mean, we can. I mean, I'm just wondering if that program would have been around, maybe we would have been able to save Josh with it because the guy was actually incredibly talented, right? So I mean, it doesn't. I mean, yes, MasterChef is all about the drama, but people who actually get far, like people who get to the final, I mean, except for some people, of course. I'm not gonna name names, but most of these people have a lot of talent. They actually have a lot of talent, and yeah. So and the fact that honestly he unalived himself was just honestly still strikes me at the end, and hopefully. If I'm hoping that I can do something for Berkshire projects to go too. So, but again, one step at a time. But I'll get to that. So again, I want to say thank you so much for letting me know about that.
Absolutely. I know, Smokey, you look like you've been trying to chime in here for a minute, bro. Come on, man.
Oh, you're good.
Let it
Yeah.
No,
let it
you
fly,
guys
bro.
are doing your thing. I'm letting you guys do your thing. No, I'm in so much fucking pain right now. The only thing on my mind is my knee. I've been
Oh
sitting here
shit.
trying to fucking deal with my leg the whole. Yeah, no, you're good. I've honestly just been listening. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
no,
I
you're
know the
No
whole
chilling.
problem,
thing.
my friend.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Well,
I've just been listening.
hey, man.
I mean, we're just here having a we're just three blokes having a chitty chat,
And
right?
he's
So
our
Yeah,
guest
hanging out.
anyway, so you know,
I'm having
I'm
a
gonna let him
drink. He's
talk, and I'm gonna
smoking. We're
hang
chilling.
out. Yeah, yeah, I'm not complaining one bit, man. I mean, I'm complaining
nothing wrong with
not
that,
about the podcast.
right? And we're also having drinks as well too, right? Boozy or not, right? We're all just sitting here having some drinks, right? So
There you go.
honestly, I mean, I feel like honestly, I mean, I've actually done a few podcasts as well too, but I gotta say this is super chill. So cheers to you.
Hell yeah. Thanks,
Cheers to
man.
you, gentlemen. I mean,
Cheers.
seriously, y'all have me
Cheers.
quite at ease. So I'm not even. I don't think I've actually said an and an yet as well too. So I mean that's a miracle. So it's a miracle.
But you know what I've noticed though? With a lot of the people that I've noticed and that I've had conversations with about mental health in the hospitality industry, a lot of it is because we care so
Mhm.
fucking much about the tiniest details, the littlest things, and because if it's not dressed a certain way, if it doesn't look a certain way, if this table surface isn't
Welcome
clean
to the
enough,
party, pal.
if this isn't
Mhm.
being taken care of the way we expect it to be taken care of, if the dish pit, you know, if they're getting backed up, it's a million different things, but they're all things that add up in our stress level as cooks and chefs or even perfectionists. Yes, 100%. And the wife was telling me about it. Um, more than just being a perfectionist, it's for people in my position in executive sous chef, executive chef. Um, you're looking at the whole picture, right? So it's a matter of control,
Mhm.
and you're trying to control as much as you possibly can, so it's not fucked up, right? At the end of the day.
It's
So
tough. It's a
that's
very tough thing because because at the end of the day, where we are too, right? It's I mean, and the sheriff as well too, right? Even because our reputation is precedes us, right? The reputation precedes us, and we have to make sure everything is good, right? So because I mean, in an age where everyone can be a food critic, it's just everyone's a food critic. Everyone has access to Yelp. One bad review can kill you too, right? Especially
oh
running
yeah,
a business. One bad review can absolutely kill you. And
The only reviews
it's
that I
it's
care about are ones that are fucking like kids. Those are
like
the best
legit.
critics you got. Like anyone else is just an opinion, like an opinion, in my opinion. Like I've dealt with a lot of critics, and I've had people that love the same dish that I've made, and then people that hate the same dish for different reasons. So I don't know. I feel like critics and like judges too. Like everyone's palate's so different. It's hard to actually like really judge or put that kind of stuff into perspective because something that you may love, I could hate, and if we're both critics, you could get two completely different reviews over a dish that is convoluted for no reason. So I always
Right.
find like criticisms to be more of opinions, and you have to take it with a grain of salt. And in reality, I feel like you still have to go experience it for yourself. Unless if you
Yes.
have a slew of bad reviews, if there's a lot of like mix-ups, like there's you're all good, you're in the middles, and then you're all bads, obviously. But like I feel like a lot of places you have to go try for yourself.
Smoke, did you
you
see
do
the one?
absolutely. You gotta
Did you
try for
see the
yourself.
one?
Yeah.
What was it? The Chef Scoobs we were talking about. The one Chef
Oh
Scoobs
yeah,
about reviews, and he's like, I don't give a fuck about your one review. We're a 5-star
correct,
restaurant. Sorry, get the fuck out.
correct.
But it's
And everyone has the
and
possibility of having a bad experience. Like
Oh yeah.
that's
Oh yeah.
yeah. The only bad experience, I mean, it's of course, it's like every bad experience in a good restaurant is something that honestly a lot of people just create in their minds. It's a here's the thing is too, right? I mean, I think we built. I mean, especially for like a lot of fine dining, and I say this, I say this with my whole heart. I say this with my whole heart. Fine dining. The time I worked one of the finest restaurants in Calgary, I fucking hated it. It was one of the most. I was just starting cooking at the time. The pressure and the pressure and there was a lot of yelling, but for the expectation to perform and to cut everything to an absolute perfection was insane. Was absolutely insane. And I was only so true. I mean, seriously, I was probably there for about 6 months at one of Calgary's finest restaurants. And honestly, by the time I left, I was like, fuck this. It's like, but I still had. I was also working another job as well too. I was also working at the food booth on the weekends, and honestly, I had a lot of fun with that. But then I went back to my day job, like my Monday to Friday, my kind of my Monday to Friday at the at the fanciest restaurant, and I was like, I fucking hate it. I fucking hate this. It's like because it's like everything is just so minute and I'm not gonna say this well too. The chef was the chef and the sous chef was had sticks up their ass so far that of course you could probably see the top of the Calgary store. And everything to say. Anyway, but they didn't have a lot of fun with it, and they were obsessed with ratings. They were obsessed with ratings. They were obsessed with perfection. And honestly, that's not me. That's not me. And honestly, if I after 6 months, honestly, I just fuck. Gotta go to another place. I'm out of here. See ya. Take hasta la mañana. Hasta mañana. So
Right.
anyway, so yeah. So honestly, it's just like honestly, at the same time, honestly, I think that comes back to my streams, right? Too, right? It's like I make what I like. I make what I like. I do it. If you and here's the thing is what I do, right? And I think this is something I always say. If you don't like it how I do it yourself. Like do it the way. I'm not your mom. I'm not your dad. I'm not your parent. I'm not a guardian. You just you do you, boo. You do you. So I think that's kind of like how I live. That's kind of how I my cooking, my cooking platoon. So this is why, again, a lot of people say, "Hey, why don't you go back to the industry?" I said, "Over my fucking dead body." Yeah, because yeah, I'm not going to go back into being cubby holed into into like my new profession again. I mean, I'm at this point in my life, I'm just like way too fucking old for this. I'm just way too fucking old.
I feel that.
I don't have the patience. I don't have the tolerance
I
for it anymore.
feel that. I feel that
So,
to
but
my
hey,
core.
you gotta do it. You gotta do it, right?
I feel that to my
No,
core, and it's like
it's like
I've gotten to the point where it's like I wish I knew how to do something else, or I wish I was good at something else that I could get paid for, other than cook and be a chef,
right.
because
Mhm.
those are the only jobs I'm getting, because that's all I've known. I'm 42 years old. Like, going back to school at this point would be a fucking joke. Okay,
Mhm.
like it's not like it's out of this world, but it's like, come on, I don't got time for that shit. I don't got the energy for that shit. So I definitely feel
And
that.
you never know, right? If you try something you're passionate about, maybe it's worth it, right? So I mean, here's
Most
the
of the
thing: is
time.
what do Kanara? She, I believe, what was it? I think she. Trying to remember. She has a food science from Oregon. Like she's a certified food science instructor from
Yes, it's
Oregon State University, or something like that.
it's not just
I think
food
it's like a
science,
4 year program.
it's food safety.
Food safety, yeah. So that she has
Yeah.
like a certificate or she's like certified to teach at Oregon State
Yeah. Oh
University,
yeah.
right? So I actually did
She's
it.
certified to teach. Yeah. Be right back, guys.
Yeah, because yeah, no worries. Yeah. Because I don't know what it was understood because after she actually mentioned that to me, it was actually a couple of weeks ago as well too. Like I was thinking about it, it's like I was actually googling is there a school in Canada that actually does the same thing? Apparently, and I actually found. And again, I'm not looking at it right now, but apparently Simon Fraser University in Vancouver, BC, actually teaches food science. So there's actually a food science program at the Simon Fraser University in Vancouver, BC. So I was like, you know what? Maybe, perhaps, just maybe I might go back. But then I took like it's 4 years, and we were like, yeah, maybe, yeah, probably. So
Yeah, 4 years is a
yeah, I
lot.
mean, it is so too, right? So it is just it's. I mean, hey, but then again, I mean, when I went to university as well too, right? But when I was in my early in my like late teens, early 20s, I mean, like people in my class that were in their 60s. So
Oh yeah, there's no
I think
age
this
to
is one
put
of the
on
things.
it. It depends on if you want to do it or not. You know.
If you want to do it, do it. If you have the means to do it, do it. Right. So I think at the end of the day, it's just like it's if you have the if you I think, and this is something I think is Smokey. I think this is something. This is one thing I like to say. Again, I just remember. I'm just noticing that my screen is a little bit blurry. I do apologize about that. So I'm actually kind of still live on my stream as well too. So that's probably why. Um, I'm a little bit blurry, so I'm actually kind of doing virtual cam as well too. So again, bear with me. Um,
That might
what
be
was I
it.
saying?
It might be the
Um,
virtual cam.
I think the way I look at it is there is no such thing as too late. There is no such thing as too late. So maybe on your deathbed, maybe it's a little bit too late, but there's no such thing as too late. If you want to do it. Because hey, I've gone to university. That didn't work out for me. I went into broadcasting. That kind of started out for me. Food is my third change. So far, honestly, I think it's worked out for me. So honestly, if I want to do food science, maybe I will do it. So, but it's a goal. But the first time though, folks, I kind of wanted. But I think probably before we do that though, there's a whole bunch of goals I want to do. But I'll get to those first, and then if I want to do the food science thing, probably in the very near future, I'll get her done. It's like because at the end of the day, there's no such thing as too late, and I believe that. I truly, this is one of my core beliefs. There's no such thing as too late. So work hard, play hard, and then there's no such thing as too late. So that's my thing. So
What would you go back and tell your younger self about your life now? or how to make your life better now?
See, I would probably
Something that you've
say,
learned. Yeah.
honestly, invest early. Invest early. Save money, like save a lot of money before you start. And yeah, probably skip the broadcasting. Skip the broadcasting. Go straight into cooking. You'll thank me for that one later, my friend. You will yeah, go into the cooking. So go into the restaurants. Maybe honestly, I'm kind of thinking if I had probably got the cooking probably in my 20s, in my mid 20s, as opposed to my early 30s, I might have gone a little bit farther. Would I still be more confident in stream on Twitch? Probably not. I probably might not be streaming on Twitch, but I feel like chase your passions. The news was not it. Being a newsman wasn't it. You are a cook, John. You are a cook. Like do that. You love to teach people. You love to do that. You never got into education school education when you after your university degree. Do that. So do that and just say yes. So, but yeah. So get into the restaurants now, and then when you're ready, get on Twitch. Start teaching people how to make those dishes when you those dishes that you love. So the ones that your Paul actually taught you, teach them to people. I think that's the thing. So yeah, just skip the whole broadcasting thing. Go straight to cooking. So go to say. Don't bother with Mount MRU. So
Sure.
I think they'll probably will save me about probably an extra 5 years. But yes, also save
Sure.
your money as well too. Don't go out eating so much. And again, if I didn't go out to eat a lot, I probably wouldn't have learned how to make a lot of things. So too. So there you go. So again, do what you can do. Right. So no worries. Hey,
Definitely.
no, have a good night. Thanks so much, my friend.
I definitely agree with the get your money up and stack your money, because I would definitely tell myself, listen, if you're serious about this culinary career, if you're serious about being a chef, get out of
Yep.
Buffalo, get out of Western New
Yep.
York, travel the country, travel the world, travel wherever you can, and work in the best restaurants you can. Gain more knowledge, gain more experience. Um, Definitely knowledge. The experience always comes over time, but the knowledge, man, like there's knowledge that I know I could not stack up with against certain people, and it's like I envy that to a degree, where it's like I wish I had that knowledge, but I never came across
Right.
to do that. I was too busy partying all the time. It's like that's one of the things I would tell myself. Stop fucking partying, go travel.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, we were young. I mean, we all make
Young and dumb.
mistakes. So you know,
Young and dumb.
you're young and dumb and full of cum. You know what I mean? That's the whole saying, right? So I mean,
Right.
I'm probably gonna get a strike on that. But you know, hey, I mean, that's probably gonna keep me from being Twitch ambassador. But you know, hey, whatever. So I mean, hey, sometimes honestly, I think at the end of the day, I mean, sometimes you gotta call it like it is, right? I mean,
Oh yeah.
my grandma again, another one of my biggest influences, right? So I mean, she said, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta call it like it is, because sometimes you just gotta say it. Sometimes someone's just gotta have to like take the advantage, rip it off,
Oh
because
yeah.
sometimes if you don't say something, nothing's gonna change if you don't move forward. So
Right.
so and moving forward means saying something and being a rude and being obnoxious about it. Okay, sarah, so be it. You know what I mean? Right, so that's the way. But that's the way. Right. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I grew up a lot with my grandma, so seriously, so I learned a lot of all of the life's greatest lessons from her as well. So that's why I say, yeah,
Nothing like nothing like the old school though, right? Like nothing like
exactly.
like those that era, like our grandmothers, like what they were trying to teach us. Like there's nothing like that. The world isn't even remotely close to being like that anymore. But yet the knowledge that they would pass down is infinite.
Oh, absolutely. Right. So we have to. I mean, we have to. We can only learn, right? So we. And here's the thing as well too, right? And that's the funny thing as well too. It's like when I was working at the radio station, I was actually trying to make my way on the make my way into the news. When I was trying to do my news thing, I was actually working at a Chinese radio station. I actually sometimes I actually would bring some of my things I make on stream. So like, well, so not on stream. Some of the things I would make at home, I would bring into the work. And a lot of the like, and literally every time I actually would bring something like that, all the people were like, all the people said, my kids can't make that. How the hell did you do it? I'm like, dude, I just learned it from everything. I just watch TV. I watch a lot of Food Network. That's how I learned how to make it. So, and they said, it's incredible, John. Like maybe you should get into that. So probably then the office person, the receptionist, her name was Annabelle. I probably should have listened to Annabelle a hell of a lot sooner. Probably got out of radio faster and probably just got into cooking a lot faster as well too. I guess MasterChef was kind of the my final was that kicking the behind as well too. Right? So it's a great thing. So but yes. If only I had
Smokey, we
listened
were
to
just telling.
Annabelle earlier. So sorry.
No, I was just telling
What's up?
Smokey while he was gone. We were just swapping what we would tell our younger selves to make us better now.
Yeah.
Pay attention to every detail.
Oh yeah.
Pay
That's a big
attention to
thing.
every detail, because everything matters. Whether it be the way that you're cutting something, whether it's the way that you are preparing something, whether it's the way you marinate something, whether it's the way you boil something, whether it's the way that you hold something for service. I mean, every little detail matters.
It does.
And I feel like there are some jobs that I worked out earlier in my career that I used to just, it was a job, it was money, and I didn't treat it like it was what it is now for me, like in the culinary aspect. And I probably
Yeah.
could have learned a lot more than what I did chef that I worked with in the past, because I was just fucking off and like doing drugs and having fun and getting drunk and shit and didn't care. So yeah, I know, I would just put your head down and pay attention to the details.
Yeah,
Exactly, right? I mean, and hey, you're young and dumb. Sometimes you never know as well too,
Yep.
right? So, and I think that also brings up my point as well too, right? A lot, like I work at a grocery store, and here's the thing: a lot of people tell me, don't sweat the small stuff, don't sweat the details. It's like, great, that's great for you. I'm not like that. I will sweat the small stuff.
not
So,
in, not in
someone I
not in
work
the
again
culinary
with.
field.
Sorry, what?
Not in the culinary
Oh
field.
no, absolutely not, right? So exactly, right? It's like you can't tell someone who's worked in the industry for years, don't sweat the small stuff.
Correct.
You know what? Even at a grocery store, you're just cutting up vegetables or cutting up fruit.
Welcome to the
Shit like that
party,
matters.
pal.
Like cutting pieces in like tiny little pieces. And I've actually trained a few people who does that. They're probably like 18. Like I think I've trained one older lady, probably in her 30s. One guy in his 20s, and this kid in his 50s in his high school. The kid gets it. The other two, not a fucking clue. It's like I said, like when you cut the watermelon, you gotta cut it into fork-sized pieces. And they give me these tiny little cubes, and we're like, "Would you eat
Yo,
that?
Athena's
Would
rad.
you eat
Thank you
that?"
so much for that raid.
Rather,
Let's
like,
go.
and it's like, "Do you?" That's me. Hey, welcome in. Sorry, we're just talking a little bit about what were we talking about here, folks?
Have you Raiders? Welcome in.
A little bit of about
Welcome
me
in,
real quick.
Raiders.
Thank you, Athena's. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
But yeah, so it's like, yeah, it's like, and a lot of people like say like, yeah,
Exactly,
well,
Coco,
well,
see?
YouTube matters. It's me. So, but anyway, it's like no, for me though, no,
At the
that's
Ritz
not how
Carlton. Let's
Chef
go.
John works. That's not how ChefJohnLeung works. So that's the big thing. So again, that's my that's my thing. So it's like, you know what? Hey, good for you. Yeah, you one of the people they only work 1 day a week. Fine. You know what? You
Welcome
do
to the
whatever. But
party,
you know, hey,
pal.
what I do, I take great pride in my work. I take pride in making sure that the product that we want is on the shelf. You don't want to do that, you know what? You do you, boo. But you know, hey, don't come crying to me when you eventually are told to GTFO. You know what happened. So anyway, that's the that's the thing is with this. Anyway, sorry. I'm getting getting a little. I'm getting a little sauce. So anyway, so that's me and Gel as well too, folks.
Party, pal.
Yo, Misfortune, welcome in. How are you? So that's why I won't. What's my holiday recipe? See now my. Oh, okay, okay.
Really?
Fair enough, Coco. Fair
Oh,
enough.
hollandaise. Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
You've been talking about this hollandaise so much. I gotta try it.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
He fucking talks about it every week.
he was
I
talking
need to
big
try this
shit.
hollandaise sauce.
He was talking big shit the one day about having me and the wife
How
come
good
down
can
there.
you make 6 ingredients really taste?
There's a seventh you don't know about.
Because I make a damn good hollandaise too. I mean, used to make 2 gallons a day for fucking 6 years. So like, I get how to make
Damn.
I know how to make good hollandaise.
Oh yeah.
Like, I used to blow through it.
You only use 5.
So
You only use 5 skates. How many do I use on mine?
wait, let me actually. I was honestly just throwing a random number out there.
Now you're making me think about what the actual 5 could be. Because now I'm thinking back to when I used to make hollandaise from scratch. Eggs, obvious.
Well, egg yolks. What?
Yolk,
Milk.
wine, butter, salt, lemon juice, hot sauce.
That's 6.
Ingredient. That's what I said.
Pulling out my
Mine, I think
fucking
it's-
Bible now.
So what I do my so it's my personal signature, by the way. I use butter, eggs, yuzu,
Butter,
and
eggs.
butter. So yeah, eggs, butter, yuzu, salt. That's pretty much it. So it's just kind of, I don't have that I don't have that tarragon as well too, because tarragon doesn't play very well with yuzu. So yeah,
Well-
so I do a very simple one.
Well,
Yeah, and
tarragon.
I throw herbs in some of mine. Or like
Tarragon
chipotles,
changes
or
it
depends
from
on what switch it up, like
hollandaise to béarnaise.
béarnaise. Correct.
Right. Because that's like a vinegar. Wait, hold on. The vinegary stuff, right? The one that's like you put the reduced wine and the shallots. Tarragon in it. For some reason, I thought you put tarragon in it.
See, no, Coco. I have a
a
special hot sauce that I use that takes place so you don't need to use cayenne. That's why I use hot sauce, and I use a very specific kind of hot sauce that makes mine distinctful from others. Or you use chipotle and adobo. You use just the sauce and maybe like 1 or 2 of the peppers, and you put that in your hollandaise, and then it completely changes the hollandaise altogether.
Well, I mean, yeah, we've got
Every
that nice like smoky spiciness too, right? So yeah, and of course if you use yuzu, that like
I like the
juice,
yuzu
which is
edition.
one of my first favorite. Oh man, yuzu really makes it like really bright. Like it gives you a really bright citrus flavor. Perfect with seafood, by the way. I love it. So I use before. So I'm with the 4, honestly. I mean, we made the traditional one with the reduced wine and the shallots. So
See, so
I mean,
in some recipes I put shallot in, some I don't. That also varies.
So some
That also
people-
varies too. Yeah.
exactly right.
It really depends on the holidays I'm making.
Right?
Depends on the
1,
holidays I'm
2,
making and the
3,
Benedict
4.
or the omelet or the application that it's going with.
I got 6 in mine. Okay, so the one I have is egg yolk, Dijon mustard, lemon juice, Tabasco, Worcestershire, and butter.
Butter.
There, dude.
So it's
And that's old.
all
Like
fancy.
that's like back in the 90s when I was at one of my first fine dining restaurants. You have Worcestershire? Yes, I have. I keep Worcestershire on deck, bro. I put it in cocktail
Okay, I
sauce.
mean-
Worship your sister sauce.
Worship your sisters.
Oh my god. What woo sauce?
Oh, my-
Because that's exactly what the sound you'll make when you actually drink it. Like take a teaspoon of. It tastes
Yeah, it's
terrible too. Like have
disgusting.
you ever tasted some Worcestershire sauce? It's terrible.
It has
Like
never
it's probably one of the worst things that you can
1975.
taste. Like,
Damn.
you eat something, it's
Ratico. Ratico.
Welcome to the party,
sick.
pal.
hey, good to see you. Good to see you.
And that's the thing, though. If you got a recipe
What
like
up,
that, if
Greggy?
it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Simple as
hold
that.
on to that recipe.
Like I got
Coconut.
pierogi dough recipe that's from my great grandmother from Poland from years and years ago. That recipe stays with me forever.
Where was your great grandparents from though? Were they from like Ukraine or?
They were from Poland. I don't
from
remember.
Poland,
I don't
okay.
remember exactly what city they.
Yeah, I'm actually living in Alberta. We actually have a huge Ukrainian population here. Literally, even the Chinese know how to make pierogies. Everyone here in Alberta knows how to make pierogies.
Yeah, we got a lot of. Actually, I'm in Ohio, and Ohio has a lot of Ukrainian people too, and a Polish,
I think
Polish.
I mean I'm not trying to sound fucked up when I say this. I'm not
Oh
trying to
boy.
sound fucked up when I say this, but I really honestly truly feel that there are more Ukrainians here in the Americas than there are in Ukraine.
I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised by that.
yeah.
Honestly.
I honestly,
They would.
makes-
I'm evidently. That's okay.
there's a
Again,
You
lot.
look like you
There's a
needed
lot
a hug,
here.
yes, dude. I was tweaking at work yesterday, bro. I was snapping. All the bullshit I was dealing with.
I even work with Ukrainians too. Like one of the people I work at the store. Yeah, he's a Ukrainians will do, but they're more of a recent arrival too, right? So that's the big thing. There's more Poles in Chicago. So,
Yeah, I mean, we've got a few at where I work at, but their English is terrible. And then like I kind of joke with them, and they don't think I'm funny because I be every time they walk around, I'm like, "Hello, the great mother from Ukraine. How are you?" You know, type shit. Like I thought it was funny.
London has more Polish people than Warsaw. That's I would not be surprised by that. So, I mean, hey, there's things to do, right? So, as a friend of mine, again, not name dropping. It's the former mayor of Calgary, as one of my friends, former mayor of Calgary, once joked as when he was mayor of Calgary, he said, uh, when he was kind of retorting to the premier of Saskatchewan, yeah, are you going to talk to the mayor of the third largest city in Saskatchewan that way? Because apparently there's actually more. Literally, the amount of people coming from Saskatchewan living in Calgary is it puts us in third place, third largest city in Saskatchewan. And oh man, the premier of Saskatchewan was pissed in the head. Like, they're like, how fucking dare you? The response tweet was hilarious. Brad Wall was red face. They go, yo, writings!
Yo,
Good to see
Saren
you!
dip. Let's go.
Sarah's
Yo, Kitchen View. I'm gonna ignore that. I'm not gonna allow that or deny it. I'm just gonna let it roll. I can't say that shit, bro. This isn't Discord where we can talk like that, bro. Yeah, sorry, Greg. I denied it. Yeah, thank you. Greg, you would have fucked all three
Sorry,
of us by saying
sorry,
that.
sorry. Greg, oh my goodness, seriously. Sarah, good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream?
Yes,
Tell us
thank
all.
you.
So I'm just having a little chat with. I'm actually also kind of broadcasting to Chef Mega stream as well too. So I'm having a little chatty chat with Mega and Smokey as well too. So yeah, good to see you, Sarah. How are you? See you. Welcome in. It's good to have good to have you along as well too. Here, good to see you. Anyway, sorry. So wait, right. So
No, you're good. Oh,
I think
dude,
I was kind of just finishing up with it.
big love to Saren.
But yeah, Sarah.
Fucking, I'm a big fan of you, Saren. If you didn't know, I'm always
Yeah.
there for you.
Oh, dude, Darren is amazing. By the way, yes.
I've not got a stream, but I am following.
Oh yeah, definitely go follow. If
Oh,
you guys
yeah,
aren't following, definitely go
have you
follow.
followed her yet? I mean,
Yeah. No, I'm
follow her,
following her.
yes.
Yeah, I'm following her. I was already following her.
Good. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. So we're just on we're just on Chef Megan's. We're here and also on Chef Megan's channel too. You probably can't see you probably can't see Chef Megan on my stream as well too, but you can definitely see. You should probably really see Chef Megan's one too. But I think I should have his channel pinned on my chat as well too here. So folks, yes. So folks, if you're on my channel, yes. So if you want to split screen, you can check out Mega as well, Chef Mega on his channels too while we're trying to check them too. So yes. So yeah. So
They got pretty cool
yeah.
overlays.
So. We're just chilling. We're just chillaxing right now. We're just. I mean, I made some food. We're just having a chat. So we're having a chatty chat. So.
If we use this, if we keep using stream together, the way I have this layout, I can probably use your overlay now. Because right now I just have all of our cameras on black screen because I couldn't find our chef.
You want me to send it to you?
If you want to, yeah. Because I was trying to put the Chef Talk video, Chef Talk picture as like our backdrop because I just have black screen on my stream tonight, but I couldn't find it in time, so I just it looks tacky, but whatever. I wanted to at least have my vehicle.
I mean,
right, exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's y'all speak. It's like if someone don't like it, I mean, tough opportunities, right? So tough means. It's not like we're all wizards, right? We're not full. We're not pretty much. Not many of us are full time streamers, right? We don't always have enough time to change everything like on the fly, right? So although of course I've tried before, I mean, believe you me, you tried fixing tech while you're on a stream, especially on an IRL stream. It gets messy quick, especially if you don't know what the hell you're doing. So hacking the students. But anyway, actually, but anyway, so tech streaming and tech is streaming and tech is definitely something I'm still learning.
You know, it's not so much the tech end. I usually am pretty good with tech stuff. It's what I've been really working on for streaming is to hone graphics and visualizations and how to make things just look really good as best I can anyway. And I've really been working on that, so I'm very proud to showcase what I have done thus far.
It is important, and it takes time too, right?
Oh
It
yeah,
takes a lot of time. It's not. Oh, it's not easy to do it. So
no,
it's
but you
not
know what?
easy. It's because again, it's a little. It kind of does take a little bit of
Oh yeah.
what's it called? What else do I want to say here? So it's called that. Sorry. Again, I see Kukulu actually in the chat as well too here. So saying that there's a way that we can actually get a window for everyone as well too here. So I'm actually setting up with one as well too here, right? So I'm gonna put that into the thing as well too here. So, oh, there we go, folks. I think that should be good to go. Perfect. I think I got everyone here. So I'm just gonna drop that in the chat for everyone who's looking. So
Oh okay.
I want to take a look at that. So there you go. So there's a little link there. So you want to pin that. I mean, you all want to pin that. That's
Well,
so
there
you
you
can actually
go.
see. So for that on that window on that multi Twitch, you can actually watch all three of us at the same time. So hopefully that will make that'll make everyone's life a little bit easier, of course. I pin it on
There
my
you go.
chat, so I don't know if that. If y'all want to pin that on, if you have a mod, you can pin it on everyone y'all's chat as well too. You can do that as well too. So anyway, that's so I hope that helps as well too. So at least of course for the guy Fong, of course, who are watching me right now, you can probably see everyone as well too. Which is so now then of course you can see everyone as well too. So, hopefully that helps. So hopefully that helps everyone. So we got everyone. We got everyone all on one screen here, so I can see everyone now. So there you go. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's just called multi Twitch, so it's someone actually using this before, so too. But it's like
The only
It's
thing
definitely
I
made
don't
life
like
more
about multi-Twitch is that when you're in multi-Twitch, it doesn't count as a view.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
Count? Oh, dang. Okay. So yeah, that's thing is something weird. So yes, because I think I think they might actually. I
Because it's
have
a
heard of
third
it
party.
before, but you know, hey,
Because it's
so
it's
they don't
considered a
count as
third
the food,
party.
right? So that's so yeah. So you probably have to have all three of us open on one tab as well too. So that's
No, they don't. Coco, trust me, I've tried it. I've done the research. No, they do not, sir. Dude, I spent years with this stuff before I was Chef Mega.
sweet.
Back when I was Mega Mediocre, me and my buddy Grim, we broke this stuff down like to a science of how and
Ah,
why it doesn't count. Like, and not only that, but like, say say you start tabbing people up, right? Even if it is in the Twitch tabs, it says you have 56 views right now. The combined shared views.
yeah, all combined together, right? So yeah.
Yeah. So but the next thing I was getting at was that most people, they know, but they don't know. It's never been confirmed by Twitch, even though the stats have been done for it. Is that anything more than 2 tabs do not count as a view?
It's 3.
Is it 3? Last time I knew it was
Yes,
2.
anything more than 3. Because
Okay.
it was a big debate and debacle on Discord and support groups on Discord with
Okay.
telling people that you could have no more than 3 because anything after that, and you have to have the sound on at least 1% volume in order for it to count, or they'll
Yes.
consider it like an on vote.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So hard. I mean, just damn seriously, like do you
Should
consider not like
doesn't matter if I have 2 or 10 tabs open. Like
So here
I
we
know,
are.
right? Okay. I mean,
We're
someone less
we're
10 tabs
dropping
open a lot.
Twitch
Seriously,
knowledge.
I get it.
You're getting Twitch knowledge and food knowledge out of this stream.
Right? Watch food and drink. So learn more
There you
than
go.
well, you're gonna learn more than how to cook as well too, right? So yeah. Oh my goodness. I just have to stand here
Who's
so I
time?
just need to kind of get a gonna start putting up. I just have to put some of my food away as well too. Some stuff I was making earlier in the day, so I just need to get some of
Oh
that
yeah, yeah.
into the cooler as well too. Well, into the fridge as well too. So yeah, well, we need to probably I need to get my pies into the get the extra pies I made that tonight as well too. The freezer, but I'll probably
You
do that
can
a little
send
bit
one
later.
my way so
I
I
don't
can
have a lot of
try it.
dishes. Ooh, maybe. If you're willing to pay some shipping and handling, then I mean I can put it on the next express flight to Western New York. So I do things.
Just gotta put it on
I don't
in a
know if it's gonna cost the order, but
get like 4 packs of ice in there.
then of course in a little foam package, and then
Yep,
wrap it
yep.
up in bubble wrap, and then get that in. Hey, well, probably in 3 days you'll get it as well too, right? So that's I'll just have to freeze it. I'll just have to freeze it as well too, right? So put it in the freezer, freeze it in the rock hard, wrap it in. Yeah, I can pop it in the mail. But yeah, so we'll talk about shipping and handling a little bit later.
2029 DJs from San Jose as my guest tasters. Let's go. That's
San
dope as fuck,
Jose, huh?
bro.
that's really cool.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, right? So I mean, hey, having people on your stream, honestly, I mean, you're ahead of a lot of the game. So seriously, I mean, I'm
Welcome to the
not
party,
good
pal.
at getting people to come
Dev Air,
collab
what's
with
good?
me.
Welcome in,
So
Pure
I mean,
Fam.
it definitely takes a lot of gumption. And hey, the fact that you've had your first stream, you had people on, seriously, it means a lot. So hey, good job to you as well too, right? So you're way ahead of a lot of us. I think saying too. So
Hell yeah.
oh my goodness. Oh, so sorry. Jeez. Yeah, that's
Oh no, you're good. I'm about to go back to the bathroom again. I've been drinking. My fucking bladder is
right on,
terrible.
right.
Damn seal, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just like my brain is starting to kind of like go south here right now because I started working around. I started work at 6 a.m. this morning. I was working 2:30 and I rushed back in to start 4 so too, so that I
Yeah, you're
can
back
get
for a
my
while.
food done. But so my day's been long as well too here, but so yeah, I'm gonna see. So I might yeah, I just again, again, we can stay on phone for as long as we can, so I'll do here. But I'm just, again, if I seem like I'm just like dropping as well too, I might just, again, I'm hoping you don't mind as well too, right? So I might have to drop out a little bit as well too. Yes. But hey, I'm here for as long as you have any questions for me as well too, right? So if you wanna, as long as I'm interesting to you, you know what? Hey, I'm happy to stay around for as long as possible.
Usually tries to shoot for like usually like 3 hours roughly, or obviously if you need to go,
I
you
don't know
can
that.
go. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a pretty good as well too. Hey,
Yeah.
That's usually,
you're
yeah,
2 hours behind
3
me, right?
hours is
So
usually the
I'm like
average.
2 hours behind.
It's just funny though, because I had somebody one day I told him about, I was talking to him about the podcast. They're like, 3 hours. You don't just do like an hour? And I was like, how much can you really talk about in an hour? I was like, if you have like live guests coming on every single week, like how much can you really get out in an hour to
Right.
have discussion about?
You would be surprised. You would actually be surprised at how like if
But you have to be pinpoint. You have to be pinpoint. I mean,
Yeah, you
I've
got to
watched
be
you
like
get sidetracked for
firing it
20
out.
you
minutes.
have to
I've already watched you get sidetracked for 20 minutes on one conversation. You do that,
Yeah,
there's a third of our episode right there. You know what I mean?
right.
There's nothing wrong with that, but 3 hours gives you time to have a voice and speak and do what you need to do. So like, it's nice to have that time to like let people talk about what they want to talk about and what they're passionate about. Like, yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
and it's the way it balances. It's
3 hours is a
And
long
weirdos
time.
kind of
everywhere.
like yeah. So hey, everyone has their own different style. You know what? Hey,
Exactly.
you can't clown on someone for having a different style. But hey, maybe an hour works for them. Maybe that works for them.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
if it's 3 hours and we want to have a nice, really good conversation where
Not
we're
in this
just gonna be
damn
sitting here
household.
and just do it, hey, it is what it is, right? So
I mean, I think
hey,
the
we're all
longest we've had is
speakers.
what, 4 hours? That was like, or close to. It was pretty long. We had a long episode one week.
Yeah, and
We
you
were just
remember who
chatting.
it was?
Turnover in my place.
Who was it?
I'm actually
It was
in a
Dana.
restaurant right now. I actually don't work in a restaurant. So,
That's right. It was.
It
so
was
Okay.
It was
cuckoo, yeah,
Dana's kitchen.
I don't work in a
Dana
restaurant right
was
now.
ready to keep
Yeah.
going too.
I know. She was ready to keep going.
And she was like, "Oh, let me go
Sure,
grab
thanks,
another drink."
Dana.
I'm like, "Dana, we're about to raid out here. Like, slow down." Yo,
Oh,
Dana
gotta
was a
love
lot of
Dana.
fun.
She's,
Although I
she
talked to
is,
Dana.
honestly.
As a matter of
I
fact, I
don't
was
know.
just talking to Dana a week or two ago, a couple weeks ago, as a matter of fact, and she is wanting or not wanting. I asked her if she would be interested, but she was interested in being a secondary co-host. So it would be like me, Smokey, Dana, and then our guest. So that'll be pretty interesting if we can get that going. I was pretty excited about it just because Dana's a lot of fun. Dana's a lot of fun to talk to and hang out with.
Absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and disagree with you, honestly. So, hey, and hey, if you need me to do a little yapping for yourself as well too, hey, hey, I guess in a way I yap I love to yap for part of my living as well too, right? So hey, if you want me
Oh
to
yeah.
come back in the future, maybe say doing that and be a host alongside with Dana, hey, I am. Yeah. I'm having a lot of fun too. So it's honest. It just feels like it's just been like a chill kind of evening.
And that's what we try to do here though. Like that's the whole idea. We're just hanging out talking. Like that's and it's meant
right.
and it's meant to be a safe place for us cooks, us chefs to just hang out and talk and vent and just chill and have a drink or have a smoke or
Right. Yeah.
whatever your poison is. Just hang out and chill.
Like chill. seriously, I mean, it's like we've been actually having a lot of chat about uh, a lot of our experiences in the mission industry right now. So, and that's a lot of things that a lot of people don't understand. Again, I'm not saying President Company excluded, of course. I mean, your community, my community,
Mhm.
Smoke's community. We all three of us have worked in the industry. Our communities very likely have heard the horror stories. I know Greg's probably still in the chat, so he probably has a few stories to share with his community. So you know what, hey, we love that. And at the end of the day, we're here to not just entertain, but we're also here to educate as well too, right? Because at the end of the
Absolutely.
day, I mean, someone who's never been in the industry can tell you the conditions in the hospital industry is absolute shit. But if someone like me or you or me or you Mega or you Smokey says that, it carries a hell of a lot more weight. And I feel like, I mean, hey, sometimes not everything's sunshine and rainbow.
Oh yeah.
I know
Oh yeah.
some streamers are like that. They want it all to be sunshine and rainbows, and I've watched my fair share of those streamers. I can't do that. Can't do that anymore. It's just, you know what? Sometimes you just need that dose of reality. Sometimes you need that reality check.
Oh
And you know
yeah.
what? If you want to be Pollyanna, great. But I can do that for you. But here's the thing: I can be a positive influence. But at the same time, I'm still gonna hit you with that truth bomb. I'm still gonna have to hit you with that truth bomb because at the end of the day, sometimes it just needs to be said. It just truly needs to be said. So if it needs to be said, just say it. And if I have to be sassy, as Leroy Cat said earlier, if I have to be a sassy bitch about it, I'll be a sassy bitch about it. So there you go. So that's the way I look at it. So but anyways. Jim watched any grand sumo tournaments as well too. So enjoy that group actually. So I think I do have TV Japan. Maybe I'll tune into some sumo a little bit later as well too. So when I get a chance. So, but yeah. So again, it's all about sometimes what's got to be said. Sometimes it's got to be said. So
Absolutely.
is if you want to be a Pollyanna, great, fine. That's your style. But I will be a positive. I will try to be a positive influence. But at the same time, if something needs to be said, it just needs to be said, right? But hey, if you're gonna, I mean, are people gonna listen to me? I can't force you to. I'm not your mom. I'm not your dad. I'm not your parent guardian. Do you, boo? Do you? It's the only thing, right? So that's the way I look at it, too, right? So, right, it's gonna go. I do have my air fryer open as well too. I'm gonna probably go like towards that one too. Just right, yeah. I thought
Yo,
I was
my
actually gonna make myself
darling
a
Kari coming in with the raid. Let's fucking go.
Man, Raiders.
Woo! Raiders! Welcome
Yo,
in!
welcome
How
in,
are
welcome
you?
in. Kari, how was your stream? How are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for the raid. You could have raided anybody, but you
Yeah,
raided
welcome
me.
in,
Thank
everyone!
you. Quick little
Wait,
about
hold on,
me,
hold on, when I have a chance to shoot
just so you guys get to know me a little better real quick.
Welcome to the party, pal.
JK Pockets, welcome in. Let's go. Kari, hi, how are you?
Gonna put a few things away and probably gonna go grab myself another beer. So,
No worries. Oh, definitely grab another beer.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Yo, thank you
thank you,
for that
Evan.
follow. I appreciate you. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. Really, really. Like, um, so if for those of you guys who don't know me coming in here, um, Saturdays I do cooking and streaming from my kitchen at work. Sunday nights we do a Chef Talk podcast. My co-host here, Smoky Rituals, and then we always try to have a guest on. Um, and we just sit here and hang out and talk about food, talk about the culinary industry, talk about them. We interview our guests and we hang out, have a good time. Usually I got some music playing in the back. I try to at least anyways. Kari, thank you so much. You are definitely my darling. I want you to know that. Smoke, what's good, Smoke? Smoke, you been here, bro.
Do a little tiny while put some of the stuff.
Puff Smoke, I'm sorry. Not Smoky Rituals, Puff Smoke.
Get all that ready
He's like, yo, I've been here the whole time, bro.
No, I knew you were talking to Puff. Puffy's the man.
Yo, I love Puff. Yo, I seen you were playing with them the other day.
I play with them all the time now. Well, I haven't
Oh, yeah?
recently because they're obsessed with Blitz. They're obsessed with Blitz, and I'm not a fan of Blitz. But I was for like 2 weeks playing with them quite a bit. They just keep inviting me either at bad times or they invite me to play Blitz, and I just don't want to play.
Gotcha.
I don't enjoy that. But they're really
Yes.
cool to play with. Yeah.
Yes, all of my podcast, even my old podcast, Curry, are on YouTube. Actually, let me make sure I tell you the right name because I did change it. Let me not be that guy. So for YouTube, it's Chef Mega, but I did it different for some reason. I'm sure if you look up Chef Mega and you look up my hat because that's the one I use, the blue hat, like you'll find me. I'm pretty sure the link is also in my About Me section as well. Chef John's on dial-up. We're doing stream together. I think it's a stream together issue, to be honest.
Yeah, I think because because my camera's like not on what's the thing called? I think I'm on like the widescreen right now, so probably y'all just have to kind of squeeze me in. So yeah, I don't know how to I kind of like reduce that. So
Yeah, I
if
gotta
I can
fuck
figure
with
it
some
out
settings as
in the
well.
future, I will definitely do that. So sorry.
I said, yeah, I gotta mess with the settings as well. Like some of the settings
I mean, hey,
aren't
it is
what
what
they
it is,
should
right?
be.
I mean, you really, it's it is what it is. Sometimes you just get. I think
You
that
just
that's
go with it.
one thing I've also learned as well too is sometimes if shit happens, you just kind of roll with it, well, too, right? I think that's something that's also something that the culinary industry has taught me. Sometimes if shit hits the fan, especially when the chips are down, you just gotta roll with it because sometimes 90% of the time the average diner won't know that you made a mistake. It's just if it's tasty, they'll be like, "Yo, this is a genius. How the hell did you do it?" And you can take you can just take the roses as they come at you for too, right? So it's kind of
I
the same
don't.
thing. So it's just like if something gets a
Oh,
foobar, you know
litigation.
what?
Fuck yeah.
Sometimes you have to take the L. Sometimes if you can still go on, you just go on and you just do what you can. As they say, the show must go on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know how to
We'll work on that.
I don't know how to fix the bit rate on his end or fix it to where
Nah, it's been
where
like that. It's his camera.
yeah. That's all right.
Unless because usually I mean there's the stream bit rate. Is it his full stream? Oh, it's just stream's not bad. It's specifically in stream together.
Yeah, and that's
His
why I
camera
said
looks good on his stream.
it's definitely a stream together issue.
Right, right. So you can only do that too. So.
As we head
I'll
into
let
fall,
y'all.
what's
I'll
some
let y'all kick off.
recipes
We'll do a lot better.
looking forward to making? Oh, I love that question. That is I love that. Thank you for having that question. We only have broccoli and tomato. Yo, I was getting pissed, bro. I was running out of veggies, man. What do you want me to do, Coco? We make it work. We make it work.
Exactly.
So I know
Yeah, go for it.
one of my favorite fall recipes that I use is a French bone pork chop, and then I pan sear it, finish it in the oven, and then I do a um cranberry apricot chutney on top. That's probably one of my favorite entrees that I like to do. Sides. I mean, you could probably put any sides with it, really.
Welcome to the
Yo,
party,
Chris,
pal.
welcome in, bro. What about you guys? What is your guys' favorite? One of your favorite fall recipes or favorite fall dishes?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go for whoever. You go first. You're gonna go first. You go
Mine's
first.
similar to yours, but I do stuffed pork chop grilled, and I do an apple stuffing in it, and then I make a cranberry chutney, and then same thing, whatever veggies apply. That's like one of my like either that or anything with duck. Anything with duck for fall. I'm on board.
Have you ever tried cooking duck?
I have.
Rabbit.
Yep. One time.
And I tried cooking duck last year for Christmas. From home. Holy crap! Was it
Apocalypse still
good?
here. Let's go.
But wait, that's
One time.
conversation.
Roast
Really?
rabbit. Huh.
Was it nice and crispy?
Yeah, it was crispy. Yeah. It was a chef that I'd worked with that was doing it, and I pretty much was just helping. It was delicious. I mean,
Crispy skin duck is truly the crack, the culinary crack. I don't care whatever you call culinary crack. Crispy duck skin is the shiznit, and I will take no fucking debate on this matter. I will not.
said no further questions, please.
Exactly. Just do not convince me.
Well, even
Crispy duck skin is the goat. End of discussion. Thank you very much. Have a good night. I will take no further questions.
when it comes to
Anyway, sorry, what's that?
duck fat itself is amazing to cook with. I love cooking with duck fat.
Yep.
Yeah,
Peking
yes.
duck 2 times a month. Let's
Oh,
go.
look a lot. It's like how much? Just like, do you think there's actually anything that we use in Chinese cooking that is that we use duck fat for? We actually don't use a lot of duck fat in Asian cooking, but we use a lot of lard. Like previously, like probably when my dad was young, probably my age, they used a lot more lard, like if that was available. So duck fat, not so much. But although there is a restaurant in Hong Kong called Young Tea or Young Tea that actually serve goose fat noodles. So literally, it's
Ooh.
like the alkaline noodles, just literally with goose fat, like roast goose
Ooh.
drippings on it. Apparently, they call them princeling noodles. So apparently, the kids of the children of the founder of that
Yes.
restaurant actually would eat that as like literally goose fat noodles. I mean, I'm surprised that they actually didn't die of a heart attack, too, right? Because goose fat, holy crap! If you eat that
Well,
every food,
okay, since you brought up goose, let's talk about foie gras.
I think it's overrated personally. It's delicious.
I do too. I'm not gonna lie. I think it is so overrated.
It's super overrated.
I have never
Bones are open.
yeah, never had. And
John, have you ever had foie gras?
no, actually, have never. I think it brings up the whole do you ever watch Futurama? So,
No.
the thing about foie gras, I think it's what I am. Sorry, I'm
Fucking
just gonna
Steve
turn on the
Butler.
lights here. I'm actually killing my. I'm just gonna kill my light in
No, do
my
what you
house
gotta
light
do.
here. So so I think it was like there was like a line from
Way
Dr.
overrated.
Zoidberg. What was it? I think in the time when they got 300 smackers, I think Dr. Zoidberg went to the like a fancy restaurant and said foie gras and caviar, and he just ate the whole thing like goose liver,
Party.
fish eggs.
Yo,
Give me the
Coffee
real
Cat,
where's the
welcome
goose?
in.
Exactly, right? So it's just like honestly, it's like yeah, it's great, but it's
Copycat.
and what was it? Elzar said, yeah, that's what rich people eat. The garbage parts of the fish, garbage parts of the goose. Like, where's the goose? Where's the fish? I'd rather eat the damn goose. I'd rather eat the damn fish. You know what I mean? So, and
Yo,
honestly, I feel like that's
I'm
a little bit
telling
better.
you,
But
yeah,
I've never
for
had it
sure.
before. So, but and it's like, yeah, I mean, I'll try it. I think I might have tried it once, but it's like it's like it's kind of like is that it? Like it's like winning a game. It's like winning. It's like winning one of those mobile games. Like, yay, great, I won, cool. Is that it? Cool. Thanks. Next. So
Smokey,
at least that's what I.
we've actually talked about what the fuck? He just said it too, and I had it in my head. Foie gras and
Fish
caviar.
Yeah.
Remember how we were talking about
Yes.
caviar? This amount right
Yeah.
here, just so you guys get a size
Mhm.
principle, right? That amount in
Yeah.
my hand, that right
Yep.
there is worth about $150 to $200 of caviar. Fucking disgusting for no goddamn reason because it's not even that good because caviar is salty as fucking shit. And then people that complain about how oh something is fishy, oh it tastes like fish, it's fishy, it's fishy, it's fishy. Um, it's fishy and it's salty. It's to me it's fucking disgusting. Once again, another food that is extremely overrated.
I mean, I'm not
I
I'm
love
not gonna
I
disagree
love
with
truffles. I will die on that. I love truffles.
Truffles,
One of my
yes,
favorite things.
absolutely. I like truffles. I
You
do
know
like
what?
truffles. It's bait.
Yeah.
Coco, I fucking love you, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've had truffles once before. I did like truffles. I mean, those are not. We call hot tonglo. The black ones we call hot tonglo in Cantonese. Steam like perfectly
Truffles?
silky egg custard with black truffle on top. Maybe with a little piece of lobster on top. Holy crap! Chef's kiss on that one here. So, well, that is definitely what my deathbed meal is looking around. Besides, maybe say a 17-course curry tasting menu. Abalone. Abalone? Have you y'all do you get abalone where you are? Or have y'all had
No.
abalone before?
I've actually never even heard of that. What is it?
Really? It's a big thing
Maybe
in
it,
China. It's like in Chinese cooking.
it
Huge in
okay.
Japan. Sorry, even in Japan, Korea, China,
Oh,
it's a unishell. It's like a it's like one single shelled uh, clam. So it's a it's a univalve. I think it's called a univalve. So you know like a clam or
Yeah,
oyster is what they call
yeah.
a bivalve because they have a
Right.
top and bottom shell. Abalone is a univalve, which is like shell on top and then the kind of the creature on the bottom and has all the little flips. But yeah, apparently yeah. So it's good. I mean, I mean honestly, I would probably have
Yeah, it's a
abalone
mollusk. Yeah.
or what we call bao yu in
oh,
Cantonese. I would have
interesting.
abalone hell of a lot more than foie gras or
I'm looking at a picture. I'm looking at pictures. Interesting. I've never heard of
Oh,
it.
you're looking at it right now?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
I'm
I'm about to
curious. If you
say,
say
let me
something I
look this
don't
shit
know,
up.
if you say something I don't know, I have Google open on another tab, ready to go at all times. Like,
nice. Let's go.
That's
Yeah.
and that's
Oh,
why I
like
fuck with Smokey.
bologna. Huge thing in Asian cooking.
the details. You always got to know the details. I said it earlier. If you tell me an ingredient I don't know, first thing I'm doing is looking it up.
Exactly right.
Seeing how it gets used, there's preparations, like
Oh, it's a snail. It's a sea snail. Known for its sweet, salty, and buttery flavor, often considered a delicacy, especially in Asian cuisine. Huh.
similar to a cross between scallops and squid, is what they describe it as.
Okay. So you definitely gotta be careful how you cook it. So
Oh
like if you overcook it, it's rubbery as fuck.
And so and if you just said you have to eat it, so you have to tenderize it basically in
Really?
order for it not to. Yeah.
yeah. It's either you slice it thin and cook it quickly. One kind of like what they call shabu shabu.
So what if you were to
One
what if you were to marinate it in like a buttermilk, like you would like calamari or something to break down like as a tenderizer?
Okay.
Because that
Okay.
would that still apply to something like that?
I have never seen it like because bologna for me it's a Cantonese person from Hong Kong. It's
Does it get cooked?
incredibly expensive.
Does it get boiled?
Simmer. It would be
Sim-
simmered.
Okay.
It has to be
Okay.
simmered. And I think good, but I mean, my grandma actually was. My mom's side of the family wasn't rich, but they had some money. So we did have bologna New Year's time, like Chinese New Year time. So
Oh, it even says that it's commonly eaten raw. Interesting.
In Japan and Korea, it's eaten raw. In China, it is in China in Chinese speaking areas, like from China all the way down to uh, Indonesia, it's usually braised. So it's usually like an oyster sauce braise, like a soy sauce oyster sauce braise, and it's slowly simmered. So either that, or of course they sell South African abalone or New Zealand green lipped abalone in cans, which already comes in the sauce. So actually, let's see if I still have a can of this. Let me see if I
Yeah,
think I have a can here.
this video shows literally a guy using a fucking mallet.
That's crazy.
They actually get books. I think that's
How
a
do you
mandatory captain. Yeah, I don't think I have a can, unfortunately. I think
I'm always
Poco.
up
I think
to
the
hear how
box
to
is
prep
empty.
something.
Poco, last week was it? No, not last week. The week before, I actually learned how to break down and prep shark. Do you know for shark? You know for shark, you're actually supposed to soak it in buttermilk for at least 6 to 8 hours.
A lot of seafood's like that. That's why I asked, because that's how we do our calamari at my job now. That's how I've always done calamari. You soak it in
Well,
buttermilk to tenderize it.
well, no.
Absolutely. So
For
you could do it
for
with food.
shark,
Like different, like
for shark, it's different. The reason you soak it in milk is to get rid of the what the fuck's it called? That smell, that ammonia smell.
Bleach? No, it's not bleach.
Because
oh,
sharks
interesting.
because sharks secrete through their skin. They don't have like a they don't shit or
Yeah,
piss
yeah.
the right way. So they secrete through their skin. So you have to soak their entire meat in um either buttermilk, and what I also did was I added some heavy milk and a little bit of water just to thin out the heavy milk or the heavy cream. And he's right so far. Yes, thank you. I did learn something. So that was different though. Like I had never actually done that before, and I didn't know that. And but when I cooked it like I would swordfish. The texture is kind of similar to where you're grilling like a swordfish or a very dense fish. I know the other fish I had a problem, an issue with was monkfish because monkfish for some reason takes fucking for me it takes forever to cook. It takes a solid 15 minutes. To me, I'm used to like 7 to 8 minutes for a fish.
Like the whole? Or like original like fillets?
No, I had it cut into fillets, so they were like maybe about that big. Okay. So almost like smaller than my hand, not quite the full size, but the
Okay.
density of monkfish is it's probably one of the most densest fish I've ever worked with. But the texture and taste is very similar to lobster. They've actually, if you look it up, it's actually considered poor man's lobster.
Oh, right. I actually watched that. I just remember because angler. Sorry, it was called monkfish. I believe there was a Iron Chef Japan. Monk. I'm pretty sure they called it anglerfish at that time, but I believe it was monkfish. I believe it was monkfish. They did call it poor man's lobster. I think the forum reporter actually called it. It is known in some places as poor man's
Hmm.
lobster. So
Yeah.
I remember that as well too. So I
Oh
think
yeah.
I remember watching that episode. I was like amazed. Like yo, like taking that part of that fish. I'm like yo, but. But apparently, I
Paka
think they
paka.
did. I think on that sort of something. I think did a. I think one of them did a donabe, which is like a which they have stew, like a. So it's similar to kind of like the little pots that they feed sumo wrestlers, which they call chanko nabe, which is like a very calorie dense
Right.
dish. But I believe they did a donabe with the anglerfish, and it was like it looked incredible. I am not big for the donabe, but yeah, so it's a big thing. But actually, I do want to kind of also add to my thing as well too. Is when the weather starts turning colder, pho, pho, or it's funkier, sexier cousin, one both way. Something that's going to start appearing a little bit more in my kitchen. Also, I think Lanzhou Lamian or the Northwest spicy handful noodles from northwestern China and ramen. So we're going to be doing more and more ramen.
I say ramen overall. Ramen
No,
overall.
Coco.
I love ramen so much.
Coco, guess what ounce I was working with a few weeks ago? I don't know if you've seen it, but I was working with Wahoo. Go ahead, Coco. Tell them about Wahoo. Be right back.
Yeah, it's so.
Wahoo.
It's Wahoo. Gotta find out
W
what Wahoo is.
WAWAHOO. Wahoo.
Wahoo. Is it like moonfish? Is it kind of like moonfish?
Yes, it's very similar.
Look at those. Look at those beauties.
Wow. Fish Caribbean commercial. Long line picture bill, first line. Oh, that's just. Throw this rank here for some. I'm more curious as to how on earth they how you cook them. Well, too.
I would assume seared.
It's weird.
That's what I would assume. Can you? Is it like a soft flaky, or is it like can you grill it, or is it break apart on a grill? It has a soft
I'm just
texture.
wondering if you could potentially do a my
Yeah,
first thing
Google
is
the
only
made.
lean tuna or albacore. Yeah. I'm thinking really if it was like it says it's apparently supposed to be like a lean tuna or an albacore. I'm thinking more of a tataki. I wonder if you can. I'm kind of curious if you could probably do a wagyu like a tataki.
Flame like trout. Okay, that makes
A
sense.
whitefish that is great for poke and
Okay.
fillets and a soft texture.
I love poke.
Yes. Yes, poke.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Love poke.
Clicks like trout
What's the thing? It's
if you overcook it. Yes.
ceviche.
So
I would probably
I
do it like a
personally
yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Copy or ceviche. Although I don't know if actually I'm really not sure if I can actually get Wahoo here in Calgary too, which is if I probably can get Wahoo in Calgary, I'll probably try it, but it'd probably be I would have to pay up the nose for that one too. So maybe when I go to Vancouver for the World Cup, maybe we'll go try some Wahoo if I can get the Wahoo in Richmond or something, right? We'll
I know
do that.
when I did it.
Yeah.
When I did it, what I did was I pan seared it and then finished it in the oven with white wine and a little bit of lemon juice and butter. And then the finishing sauce was a lemon caper butter sauce.
That does sound good though. Huh? You serve on the side though, Megan. Side for the
Say again. Sides.
what do you serve on the
Well, I always leave that open, because everybody has their own personal preference. Um, but for that particular dish, I did scalloped. I did scalloped au gratin potatoes, and then I did a uh, snap peas, sugar snap peas.
Nice, nice. I mean, it's something so like delicate as well too, right? It seems like it's very, very delicate flavor. Honestly, something light would probably go with it well as well too. Right?
It
So
can be.
I'm just kind of wondering if
I feel like it's all in how you cook it. To me, when I did it, it felt it 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 felt like I said once again before with the monkfish, almost like a swordfish. Like it feels dense, but it's not as dense as swordfish or monkfish. It becomes more
Swordfish was
flaky.
genuine.
It becomes more flaky
I
as
do
you
not
cook it.
never have that once. Ooh. Because I think the next thing I'm kind of thinking is because if I were to work at Wagyu, I mean or Wagyu or something like that, I think besides the ceviche or the taki, that would probably that's probably the first thing. Ceviche or tataki is probably the first thing I think of. Again, that's the thing as well too, right? I love Mexican. Like I actually worked in a Mexican restaurant before. One of my favorite places to work with. Some of the Mexican people that I still can I still stay in contact with are from this Mexican restaurant. And they taught me how to make ceviche. They taught me how to make salsa and things like that. So yeah, ceviche is definitely for that one. I'm kind of wondering how well it lends to steaming, like just steamed, like on steaks, like steam it like Chinese style, and then serve it. Maybe say steam it with a little bit of lemon peel, like lemon or orange, like lemon and lime zest, so too.
The
So that probably
wahoo,
would be a good
the
and maybe say
wahoo
some
would hold
ginger.
up steaming. The monkfish, not so much. The monkfish, when I steamed it, because I've tried different methods with all these fish, trial and error. Because a lot of fish that I hadn't worked with before, like I wanted to learn how to work with them, especially shark, because I had never worked with shark in my entire career. And I'm like, you know what? I wanna get it. I want to use it. I want to learn how to do different things with it. And I do the basic three methods, right? Grill it, pan sear it, or oven bake it. And then if I'm having any issues trying to finish it, I'll throw it in a steamer to finish it. The the monkfish, when I steamed it, I didn't like the way it looked. I felt like by oven broiling it was probably the best. Um, because it showed off its texture better. When I steamed it, it became very, I don't know, like I don't know how to describe it. Like very blown out. Like it looked blown out whenever I steamed it. Like it looked like shit.
And I think it's like, and then like steaming, like steamed fish has a different texture than a grilled as well too. So it's like
Yeah,
it's not like I don't want to say it's not fully cooked when it's steamed. It's the heat application for
right.
steamed fish. As someone who's actually grown up eating steamed fish a lot, it's different. It's different. There's a firmness there, but at the same time, it's not. It's almost like a. I don't think it's like a buttery softness. It's a slightly softer than that. So like a little bit of a really soft butteriness. But a lot of fish that they're steamed, like things like tilapia, we do in Chinese cooking. Um, rockfish, ling cod.
Tilapia to me is the
Although we
worst
get
fish ever.
Oh, don't tell me
Tila-
about it. Seriously, I spent three
eh,
and a half years on my after school and high school cutting up tilapia. I will never ever forget that day, and
yeah,
I will never forget how much I stank. Like my work clothes would stink
So I used
every day. I would come back home. That's in the department because I was
We're
cutting tilapia and got covered in tilapia blood. I will never forget that.
working
Go
at
I
ahead,
a
smoke.
nonprofit, and
stink
tilapia was the only fish.
tilapia will never end.
Yeah, tilapia was the only fish that would get donated at this place that I worked at because I worked at a nonprofit, and so we
Uh-huh.
for 1,300 people a day, and I would have to cook like up to anywhere from like 40 to 60 trays of tilapia at one time, and it would fit into all of these couch covers that we had, and the smell that would come off of
Tilapia
my
is
clothes
bait as
after
well.
fish day was the worst thing in the world. Like tilapia is definitely bait because it is so gross. The taste of it's gross. It's not a good. It's also how I feel about shrimp. I don't like shrimp either, though. I know that I'm different for that spectrum of things, but I think shrimp is gross.
I like shrimp. I love
No,
shrimp.
I don't. I don't. 'Cause
Oh, shrimp is
nobody knows,
delicious.
nobody knows how to prepare it right, and it's always overcooked and rubbery. And over the years, I've stopped eating it, and now it's gotten to a point where if I ever eat shrimp, it's only when I make it, and I don't even make it for myself anymore. So I just like it's something that's like left my taste buds of liking.
I feel
Like-
that.
My dude, we need to get you on my stream. I'm going to teach you how to do focusing, which is Guangzhou style shrimp dumplings, or what they call soy Gao's water dumplings. It is a green, like a yellow chive and wood ear filled shrimp dumpling from Guangzhou, smoky. You come on my stream,
Sounds delicious.
I'll show you how to make it.
I've never
I'll show you how to
opposed
make it. and it's
I'm never opposed to
perfect.
trying things with shrimp in them, like if it's there, but I will never order shrimp. I will never buy shrimp. I will never
Yeah.
partake in that. Like I think shrimp cocktail to me is like disgusting. You know, like stuff like that. Like I don't know, shrimp is just like I'll have like like shrimp fried rice is good sometimes.
Really?
Have good shrimp or like shrimp ceviche, but
Park out maybe.
see cocoa that makes me feel better. Like I bet you I'd like shrimp raw. Like
Like
to me, it's
is
always
that
a texture
actually?
thing because it's always the way it's prepared.
Can you eat it raw? I mean, obviously you
I don't
can
know
if
if you can.
Coco
That's
says
why
to.
you ceviche. But that's why you ceviche it.
Ceviche.
Hmm.
But I
Well,
don't-
ceviche is
But
nothing
ceviche is
more
still a
than a
form of
chemical
cooking.
cook.
Yeah, it's still like a.
The acidity from
But can
the
you eat it like? Can
lemons
you
and
eat
the
it like
limes.
sashimi style? Like that's what I'm thinking. Like sashimi style, almost like where it's
Well,
raw shrimp. I didn't think you could either, personally, Mega. So that's my information.
Yeah, in here in Alberta, just off the coast of BC, like just off the coast of Victoria, in British Columbia, in BC, Vancouver, in Washington, spot prawns. I have actually done. I think one of the dishes I've actually done here on stream, on my stream, was a raw marinated yuzu marinated raw spot prawn. Holy fuck, was it good! Literally, spot prawns from BC when they're in season. Absolutely, absolute chef's kiss stuff. I don't know if y'all can get spot prawns in your area.
But isn't it if it's marinated if it's marinated in yuzu, it's still technically a ceviche. Yuzu is a ceviche, is it not?
It's kind of invoking a ceviche, but
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's still cevicheing if it's marinated in yuzu. Technically.
But is it?
I'm sure you garlic
It's
minced
still-
garlic.
But that'd be the same, that'd be the same if you said you marinated it with lemon juice and
Mix.
that was like you're still
And your raw
cevicheing.
shrimp. Lemon cooks. Yes,
I mean,
correct.
technically, it's a marinade. It's not a cooked too, right? So if we get sorry, like soaking in lime and yuzu is not cooking it. I'm sorry. That's
ceviche.
That's
That's the technical term for that is ceviche. Taking an acid and putting it and marinating it with a seafood is a chemical process which slightly cooks the meat. That is still a ceviche. By term of definition.
By definition.
But ceviche doesn't consider cooking though, right? Because there's no heat, right? At least
It's a chemical cook.
It's a chemical.
It's a
Yeah,
chemical.
exactly. It's a chemical.
If the longer you leave it, the longer it cooks. If you throw chicken in lemon juice and let it sit, the longer you leave it, the further it cooks.
Oh yeah.
It's just that's how it works.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. That's why you can like over marinate things because you can literally cook it without even realizing you're cooking it, depending on the ingredients that you put it marinate it with.
So is it Coco? Is it just lemon or lime too? There's my main question. I would assume
was any
lime as
citrus.
well.
I would thought it was any like of those like heavy citruses, lemons.
Any citrus will more than that.
That's what I would think. I've never tried it with like, orange. I've never tried it with like that citrus, but like any of those like. That's why I thought yuzu would have grapefruit. That's why I thought yuzu would have the same effect as well.
Yuzu is a citrus. Yuzu is a citrus.
Yeah. It's all about the acid.
They're going to be a good marinating. It's expensive, right?
I love yuzu. It's so expensive, dude. Oh,
And that's what I thought because of the acid.
Mostly because I just love it, but I don't buy it often. Like probably at most like three like once every 3 months I buy a bottle. So
it lasts too.
It's not squirting.
Yeah.
It's not like squirting. Right? So it's not an everyday purchase.
See, I would
orange
assume it would
ceviche is
work.
freaking
It sounds
great.
delicious. I've just never
Okay.
done it. Yeah, I've never done it. I bet you it's
Okay.
fucking phenomenal.
Okay.
What's another time I actually had wash? I think I remember it in Japan actually. I think I was in Japan
I love
about
orange.
10 years ago. I was at a Japanese restaurant, a sushi restaurant in a district called Roppongi. Roppongo, as we call it in Cantonese. Roppongi. Uh, I think we ordered shrimp sashimi. I was kind of expecting it was gonna be poached, like actually just like poached in hot water. Nah, no. This restaurant, it came live. I think I actually like when it hit the table. I think I almost saw the shrimp kind of just do this one last little muscle twitch as well too. Like it was that damn fresh. It was like
Mahi
the chef
mahi.
was like, it was amazing. It was I just it's one of my most like literally one of the menus one of the meals I will never forget. Besides, of course, eating like freshly chopped up baby octopus in Seoul, South Korea, so too, right? So a lot of my favorite meals actually include seafood. So, sanachi is definitely probably like one of the top three. I'll tell you that for sure. But more on that a little bit later too. So
Nice.
live product. I mean, I wish I could get more live product here, but yeah, we're so far inland that it's damn near difficult here, damn near impossible for us here in Calgary, which kind of sucks.
That's. I mean, I don't. I don't like tooting my own horn here. Actually, yes, I do. I'm not gonna lie. But with
Do it. See,
with some of the vendors that I have access to, like Curtsy and Schneider's, like I can get literally almost any seafood I want. Like I've never had a problem. It's gonna cost me. Don't get it twisted. It's gonna cost me,
yeah.
but I can get just about literally any seafood I want. And
Yeah, here in Calgary, we have something similar, a very company very similar to that. I think that's actually two of them. One's run by the Chinese. It's called City Fish. And again, it's going to be so racist, but seriously, one of my old chefs actually joked about it. Their service, their phone service is absolutely terrible. But everyone in the Calgary industry calls it Shitty Fish. So hello, Shitty Fish. So I know it's so stereotypical, but seriously, apparently that's how they answer their phone. And yeah, their drivers are some of the worst people, but they can get you absolutely anything in the sea. So the other place is actually True World Foods. So, but yeah, True World Foods is yeah, they're owned by Japanese company. I believe it's an American company, True World Foods, based out of New York, but they have branches in Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, and Toronto. And yeah, they can get a lot of seafood. They also get Wagyu beef as well too. So I bought one of them for one of my birthdays, probably about
I have
three
heard of
years
them.
ago, during the pandemic. Actually, they actually sold me a piece of Wagyu beef for $75, and my God, was that one of the best pieces of beef I had in my life. But yeah, I don't know if I can actually get that at
Have you
75
ever
bucks.
had
A piece of
have you ever
Wagyu
had
sirloin.
a crossbred?
Yes, I
I
think
have
I have.
my my curtsy guy gets me it's $47 a pound. So it's expensive as fuck. But it's a Kobe Wagyu blend fillet. And it is probably one of the best steaks I've ever had in my life. Besides a tenderloin, obviously.
Yeah. It's in the U.S. I think. Raised in the U.S. Right? Was it from Japan?
I don't know. I don't know where the fuck it was from. It's called they call it the American steak because it's blended.
Oh, the American thing, yeah. But, yeah, we have something called Brant Lake Wagyu here in Alberta. We have Brant Lake Wagyu in Calgary, in Alberta. So I do know Brant Lake Wagyu is actually grown here in Canada. But I mean, the one I had was the one I get from True World Foods was actually actual Miyazaki A5 and like actually imported from Japan. And
Nice.
I've had Brant Lake Wagyu, great stuff. No, nowhere in line, no shade. But seriously, the Miyazaki A5 blows it out of the water. Like the stuff from Japan just
I've
smashes it out of the water.
I would love
It's
to.
hard to beat. So I'm sorry. It's just like it's just you love it. So too, right? It's just like it has this really like light sear on it. Get a little char on it. You just get that really nice, rich butteriness to it. That I have tried it, and seriously, I have tried it. Canadian crosswhite Angus Wagyu. You're done with the American stuff. I'm sorry. Just ain't it, man. It just ain't it, Miss Thang. It just ain't it. Just can't do it. But Miyazaki 85 though, go. Sign me up. Sign me the hell up.
Hey, so we're hitting that marker time for us. Um,
Yeah, absolutely.
Chef John, uh,
Oh man.
with you being our special guest, we always ask our special guests to pick out who we rate out to.
All right, let's take a look. See here, who's on right now here? Do we feel it? Do we? Is there someone on food and drink? I know Saren is usually my best choice when it comes to the end of the night here, but let's see. No, Burr's actually not doing food and drink here. I'm just looking around here. I'm gonna see if I actually browse some food and drink here, folks. Let me just take a look here. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm just gonna get off my ass here. Let's see. Actually, I do see someone in my. I do see someone actually I haven't seen in a while here. How about we go say hi to, um, call me Cheska. Cheska's another one of the OG food and drink streamers. She's usually on relatively late. Um, yeah, so if y'all again,
Can you
we
put
want
that
to
name
support
in
some more food
chat
and
for
drink
me?
streamers, right? So yeah, so we're gonna go say hi to Call Me Cheska here. I'm gonna choose Call Me Cheska. Cheska has been a long time too. So
I
yeah,
don't think I
again,
have. I don't think I have them. Can you put them in text them out in chat for me?
okay. Oh, uh, there you go. So that's the there you go. So Smoking God is what you're here. So
Call me Cheska.
Jessica. So this is
Search.
what's she making right now? She's
I already,
some
I
meal
already
prep.
follow her. Oh, we've rated her before.
Really?
What do you mean?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, she's a late one. So it's like she's even later than Sarah. I mean, it's kind of hard to believe, but there's actually people who are on later than Sarah. I mean, I would also recommend someone like Cat's Kitchen, but she's actually out of Sydney, but it doesn't look like she's on today, so that's why I like so. But she's an she's an absolute gem. So, but haven't seen her. I haven't seen her on in a while, so yeah.
Oh yeah, we
She
have
must
because
have been.
I am
Yeah,
following
but
her. Okay.
yeah. Cat's Kitchen. Yeah, she's not on right now. Yeah, so I don't even know. So she's actually not. I don't think she's been doing well lately. So I haven't seen her in a while. So, but yeah, she's absolutely one of my absolute favorites here on Twitch. But yeah, Jessica's another long time and like an absolute OG. So I will say, it's, if we can, just give her a rating. So
Hey guys, so
again,
please
thank you so much, everyone.
copy. I think it's exclamation point raid
Let me actually get my rate call. So
2.
can
Is
we?
that the
Do you
right
have a
one?
rate call? I mean, we can just copy yours.
There we go.
There you go, folks. We'll do that.
The Chef
So
Talk
yeah,
Podcast raid. There we go. There it is. Hey guys, so if
go.
you guys could
Get that
please
here.
copy that and post that when we go in there, I would greatly appreciate it. Um, Closing comments. Smokey, you're up first.
I appreciate you being here, man. It was a good episode. Learned a lot
Thank you.
about different kind of things than we have in other podcasts. So I like the variety that we get, week to week, and different backgrounds that we get,
Hell yeah.
different kinds of people we get.
And
Dude,
hey, dude, I mean, go ahead.
you can't get better than bringing people together and talking about food, right? To me,
Yeah.
it's this to me is my extension and my tribute to Anthony Bourdain. I'm not comparing myself to Anthony Bourdain in any kind of way, but he showed me the way. You know what I'm saying? Like you bring people together and you learn about people through food.